Okay, I
Yeah,
see
I'm not
red
gonna do it
numbers,
now.
so I guess we're recording now. Okay, hello. This is one of my one-shots for this year. This is Merryoak's Keep, which is a scenario I've done a couple of different times in campaigns in the past. The first time this showed up was in Faerun in the Heartlands, a little bit next to the Dales. But this time there's no specific setting. We're just doing it as a one-shot. The group is a number of adventurers that have been hired to deal with some bandits that have been troubling the area. They have trailed the bandits back to a abandoned keep deep within a wild forest. And once they're here, they found that the bandits' camp and their setup here at the keep is already in disarray. It looks like they may have already been attacked because their tents are torn, and the area looks kind of like it has been afflicted with some sort of darkness. Uh, the trees look wrong, and the animals were kind of avoiding the area as they were coming into this place. And that scene set, let's go ahead and have everybody introduce themselves, starting with Wandering Bishop, since they're the first picture on my screen.
Mhm. All right, I will be playing Neris Silverspire. She's an elf sorcerer with the Gorgon heritage archetype. Yep, she was
Gor-
banished from her home after the discovery of her Gorgonic heritage. Was all but rejected by her elven family, and she essentially went, "Well, screw you too, then, buddy." Stole the family heirloom and went off to be an adventurer.
and then we'll go on to Kai Boy.
Hey, I'm Kai and I'm playing Calra, the Tiefling Bard. He's a noble, but has something secretive on his mind and keeps a lot to himself.
Okay, and Yark.
I'm playing calm now, monk, sailor, burning everything. I think
Hmm, hopefully
that's
not
really
this
all I
way.
have. Not terrible with backstories and names.
Pyromaniac Sun Soul Monk. Sailor.
That's also a sailor. So I was on a boat at some point.
It was the worst time. There was no fire anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, and Cho?
I'm playing a really little character named Glisten Morningdew. She was kidnapped and kept as a pet. She's a pixie. She escaped, and due to the harsh conditions of living in a bigger city as a pixie, she ended up scrounging and became a thief.
And then we have Marco.
Oh, yeah. Arvandor of Talas. He's the guy who showed up the last minute. He's a Asimar, Paladin of Devotion, and a Knight of the Realm, I think, from the Sword Coast book.
Right, Knight of the
So yeah,
Order.
he's an ordained Paladin of a order dedicated to Hyronius. And given his heritage of divinity, he's got a little bit of a pupil's favorite place, although he isn't too experienced as an adventurer yet. He's mostly working alongside veteran knights.
And now thieves.
So he is undue amounts of optimistic about this.
Is he a fellow winged creature? Is he
Uh,
wings?
Not normally.
Radiant Soul.
Dang.
He's got weird colored skin and his eyes glow, but he doesn't manifest wings except on rare occasions.
Hmm.
Oh well, the world will train him out of that soon enough. It has a way of stabbing you in the back. She says as she
Throwing
gets
you up a cliff.
I think we talked over some people there a little bit. What were you saying? I think it was Neris.
She was. Oh yes, she was just saying. Oh yes, the world will train him out of that eventually. It has a way of doing that. She says as she stares off into the distance.
You know, I like that we're already synergizing.
Yeah, she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Would you like to be fired?
For those wondering, the Gorgon Heritage is a homebrew I came up with that I allowed for use in this one shot, and I'm interested to see how it runs. Anyway, now you are coming up to it's a keep that looks very run down. There used to be some surrounding buildings, but it looks like they've all kind of caved in. The forest has grown up very close around the building, but the trees look kind of sickly as they get closer in. The bandits had camped here, but all you're seeing even from where you aren't that close yet. From even from where you are, when they came into view, you could see that all the tents were torn up. Um, the the campfires have been were left gutted, just to gutter out without being properly attended to. You can still see some smoldering smoke from the distance. You think you can see some bodies on the ground.
As a pixie, can I tell if this is like magic or if it's like a natural like fire kind of situation or
If you can tell if you can tell the fire is magic or natural.
I mean just like this the darkness that's pervading everything, like is it just the area that we're in? Is it just the way it's supposed to be, or is it like something really, really wrong?
Okay, you don't. It wouldn't normally be a thing. It would normally be a spell, but since you are a pixie, I'll let you roll a nature check.
Nice. I don't remember what that is because rules. Is that on my sheet here? I don't think it is.
I think it is.
It is. It's right to. It's right next to your characteristics.
Okay.
Okay, you. It feels oppressive here. You're not certain what. With an 8, you're. It's enough to know that there is something wrong with this place, but you don't know specifically what.
Okay.
Okay. So on
I
a
think
scale of
anybody.
dead to, oh my god, how dead are these guys? It's like, on a scale of he's just sleeping to, was that even a body originally?
Are you going to get closer?
Oh yeah, he'll get closer unless someone stops him.
Go slowly. Something's really off around here. Like I don't know if that hopped up and tried to eat your head, I wouldn't be that surprised.
Well, I mean, if I walk slowly, they're just going to see have more time to get ready. If anything, I mean, shouldn't I be running?
Okay. Evander, as you get closer, these bodies are definitely very dead, and it looks like pieces have been gnawed out of them.
Oh no. Are we talking wolf nod or undead nod? Can I make a medicine check on that?
Yes, you can make a wisdom check. Definitely human teeth. You don't think undead, but maybe cannibals. And in some curses, roll a religion check real quick. Okay, yeah. Some curses, the first stage of corruption is cannibal, or one of the middle stages is cannibalism.
Oh. Hey, do any of you guys know what these bandits stole? Like, besides, gold and a couple of lives?
No.
They were attacking um the merchants and the roads. You already encountered a forward camp of theirs and defeated it. And that forward camp was getting a little bit concerned they hadn't heard from from their main base the main hideout for a while.
Because it looks like Sticky Fingers McWoodsman may have grabbed something he probably should have put back down.
It appears that way.
So no looting the bodies then.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely make sure you are ready in case, just coincidentally, you know how many diseases are. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now.
Oh, wunderbar.
Uh,
Well,
Neris and
on the other hand, sorry.
Neris and Calva, please make make a history checks.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Neris was going to say, alternatively, they might have stirred something up in the local area if they had been staying here long enough.
I think the Reggie probably goes over and starts like chewing out one's eyeball or something.
Oh, out of curiosity, Calva, I know we have your deception had an extra +2 because of that feat. What were your two expertise things?
Oh, I didn't sort it out, did I?
I guess I would suggest to make it quick, maybe performance and because you're a noble history.
Yeah, performance and history probably.
Okay. Which case you would have an extra +2 on top of that, so it would be 19. Okay, so Calva, you're looking around at the keep and you can see kind of the remains of a coat of arms for an empire that used to be in this area, a kingdom or an empire. You're not really sure exactly which. It's kind of the different tales kind of mix up, but used to be in this area 1,000 or so years ago, and fell down around due to the actions. The nobles started getting crazy.
Is it day or night right now?
It is daylight. It is
Oh,
about
okay.
10 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I turn to the group and I go, guys, we should be careful. There's a set of armor over there from a civilization over 1,000 years ago. It went out when all the nobles went crazy. We should be skeptical here. Something
I
could be
thought
very
nobles were
wrong.
crazy anyway.
How
Yes, but I'm saying more crazy than probably usual.
without knowledge religion rule, how common knowledge is things related to undead in this world? Like what zombies, ghosts, such as what could the average peasant know about an undead?
The average peasant knows that undead exist.
And
That's
to
about
avoid
it.
them.
Other than that, they don't really know much at all. Um, zombie hordes are not common unless not recently anyway. There's been no necromancer lord in a long, long time. There are
How's the ground
there.
around
I'm
there
sorry.
in the area?
What was that?
How is the ground around the area? Does it have grass? Is it dead dirt? Is it just like dry grass?
Go ahead, and give me a nature check.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay, it's weird. From the look of it, it's every bit of vegetation in this area. When you get a closer look at it, you'd swear it was dead, but it still looks like it's growing.
Would an Arcana check be useful here?
Possibly, yeah.
Let's see if Neris remembers anything from when she was in elf school. No, she does not.
Elf school.
Let's see if Calvar knows anything from when he was in bard school.
Knowledge checks, people. Make sure you have knowledge checks when you play D&D.
Mm-hmm. They are more useful than they look.
Um,
I'm relying on you guys for that.
I guess I am too, actually.
okay, so at Arcana 13, this definitely looks like the work to Calva and actually Neris as well, given the bit Calva said on the history, and Neris being elven, meaning longer lifespan. I'll take the 14 on that.
Okay. I mean, she is a young 75, but
Yeah, but you come from an elven thing. They would have more knowledge of that. That would be recent history to them.
That's fine.
So I'll give you the 14 because Calva got the good history roll earlier. There is this does look very much like a curse, not a spell, not something like that. This looks like the work of a curse. And between Calva and Neris talking, they do remember a tale of a outpost of this former empire disappearing in the woods.
And given what I remember, it's not outside the realm of possibility that this could be it.
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah.
These poor wretched bandits stumbled across it. Well, who knows what they found?
Nobody knows precisely what happened because the only survivor who came to report the outpost was lost was executed for cowardice by the insane king at the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, from the looks of things, most of our job is done for us. I mean, I don't think any of these bandits are alive, so in order to get our pay, I guess we just need to make sure none of them fled into the castle itself to hide.
Yes,
Now,
but we should also be careful because part of our contract could then include undead if they start functioning again.
Nom
I
looks
don't
at the
think I'm
bodies.
really need a contract.
Neris diffidently sniffs and sort of strokes her snakes out of the way.
Okay, can you see the bottom of the map where I have it unleashed,
Yes.
revealed? Okay, so that is the front where you can see it is a 3-story building. You're fairly
Okay.
certain there is a bottom at a basement because that would be standard for these kind of cubes.
I don't see a map. Should I reboot or?
No, it's the
It's right down the bottom.
You're,
Oh,
yeah, it's a fog of ward up right now.
got it.
Nom looks at the bodies and nonchalantly asks, "Does anybody have a shovel?"
No, but also, like, maybe we should cut off their hands as proof we actually found them to take back, you know? Gross, but, I mean,
Perhaps the heads. Better proof.
that's even worse than what I said.
I think we can leave that until we're coming out after we've done a sweep of the actual keep itself.
Okay, I can do with that.
Yes.
From this, what sort of roll would I do to check if something was flammable?
What do you want to check is flammable? Because in most cases,
The grass.
The grass. You think the grass is definitely flammable?
Damn. How long would it take to just dig a short circle around a small circle around their bodies, just to remove the grass and make it dirt? With apparently his sword.
You're going to try to put a circle around the bodies.
Yes.
Like a trench?
This is where I regret not taking the mold earth cantrip.
That's perfectly
Well-
fine. There's there is also a ceremony first level spell for paladins that lets you that among its uses, it's a ritual spell, is the ability to make sure a corpse does not come back as undead.
I mean, we could. I was just thinking we could just burn the bodies.
If you wish to make a trench, I could always use my dog.
Okay.
But we're doing that when we come back out, right? So, onward, forward?
Yes, let's go in first, and then if we come back out and the bodies are still here, then we use the dogs to bury them. Simple as.
And if we come back out and the bodies aren't here, detect undead.
Yes.
Or we could
You
just
guys-
break them.
That too.
It's a bit dark, isn't it?
Would you rather
I'm
have full
willing to give
undead
these
coming
people
at
the
us?
benefit of the doubt for now.
Would you rather have a full undead coming at us instead?
That seems a little bit more trustworthy. Come on.
It was all about possibilities. We just have to wait and see.
But wait and see could be disastrous.
But it also could be pointless and useless because they stay the same. It will depend. We'll find
I
out.
think at about this point, Neris sort of rolls her eyes and says, "Oh, good grief," and pulls out her son's sword, activates the blade, and starts going through and just neatly slicing the heads off each corpse.
That's much cleaner.
That's one way to do it, I suppose.
Colin pulls out his sword and just ignites it. Much cleaner than what I proposed, what I was planning to do.
It is on a campground. They've probably cleared it off of anything fairly flammable so they could safely have campfires.
Well, on the bright side, I guess outlaws don't really have any families to worry about.
The bright side.
I'm sure they do. Somewhere away, maybe somewhere close. There's always a family.
Nobody that's going to petition the local. Come on.
Oh, of course not.
Okay.
But they probably had a family sometime.
In my days, born a bandit stays a bandit. It does not matter if you have family or not. If you like that, you like that.
Okay.
You talk rather quietly. Could you put up your microphone volume?
Yes, I can do.
The bodies are pretty easily dealt with. I mean, they burn like normal bodies. They don't seem to be touched by the corruption you've seen, and you don't see any sign that they have been gnawing on anything.
Alright, so bodies dealt with. Nice, neat collection of heads for later.
Wait, why do you know what bodies normally?
Huh?
No. Why do you know what bodies normally burn like?
Because
have you not seen
burning,
people die with fire?
Because and also disposing of bodies by
normally
fire.
Put those out.
He's a sailor, and disposing bodies by burning is a common culture thing in different places.
And there's also, cremation with monks as well, and cremation is also a common thing. So
uncivilized.
Okay, so guys, I'm feeling like, we got this handled. I'm gonna go sneak inside a little bit, kind of try not to get noticed if anything's in there, and I'll come report back if the first couple rooms are good to go.
I suggest we all split the party.
Very well. Neris deactivates the sunblade, puts the hilt away, and then finds a log to sit on and pulls out like a little pouch of dried meat or whatever and starts feeding her snakes.
Calm turns off the sunblade as well.
Out of curiosity, are you taking? I'll take curiosity. The pouch of meat you're using, is it from your own rations?
Yes.
Got it.
Just basic dried meat.
Got it. Okay.
She hasn't yet worked out whether the snakes eating anything gives her any nutrition, but they tend to get snappy if they don't get fed. So.
Got it. I kind of like that.
Yeah, so I was wondering, do the snakes try and eat the pixie?
Only if Neris starts getting extremely annoyed with her. I mean, they're independent things, but they pay attention to what Neris wants.
Yeah.
That's
great.
They're also not poisonous snakes because she hasn't taken the poison spray cantrip.
Oh, well, I do have it, but it's separate from the Gorgon thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
How close are we to this keep area?
You're in like what would have been the courtyard, so within about 100 feet, I'm guessing. I know Glisten was wanting to go up and investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys, if there's dead things in there, I can probably pick up on them a little early.
That might be an idea before we send our best spy in.
I mean, you don't get enshrined to the holy paladins without learning how to detect a little bit of the naysay and the corrupt so-so.
Okay, Night Boy, find us some undead, see what you can do.
Go ahead and give me the your divine sense. Let me look that up real quick. It just happens, right? Right. So you're going to go up as close as you can to the keep and use that.
Yeah, we're gonna walk over. At least close enough to touch a wall. You know, if they come out and attack me, then I've still detected the undead, and I didn't have to expend a use.
Are you going to go towards here, or are you going to go towards one of these other walls?
Yeah, I don't think I can see what we're looking at here.
Scroll all the way down. There should be a little white patch.
Okay, here we go.
So you're going to go to the front door. Or you're going to go to one of the walls over here.
He's going to go towards one of the walls on the side.
Okay.
Partially because he can then cover more area. And then partly because, I mean, if there's a guy waiting by the door, then he's just inviting himself to get smacked in the face.
Okay. Yeah. It is reeking of the undead in there.
Hmm.
They are. You get the distinct impression of two camps of undead, or one powerful undead and then several other undead that are in counter to it.
Oh, brain rot.
Is that bad?
Well,
Yeah.
they better be giving us a bonus for this. That's all I have to say.
It's like, yep, I'm seeing dead people.
We are
I'm
so
dead, but
screwed.
moving.
Okay, is
What's
Glisten
that?
still going to go up to the keep?
Yeah. So,
Go on.
yeah. So just because there's a bunch of like dead things up in there, they're not usually that smart. I think. I'm pretty sure I could sneak around them and still get us a better idea of what's inside.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Does anybody remember the? I don't know if anybody here is. I know some people here watch Vast, but not many. I know some people don't. Does everybody remember the thing about there's the planet? Interesting things are happening on the planet. Let's not go to the planet.
Yes, I remember that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Let's burn the planet.
Okay. Glisten, give me investigate checks real quick.
Just one, or
One would be good. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to go in here. This is kind of an entry area. It was originally looking like it was some sort of waiting area to hold audiences. The place beyond that, it looks like it was once used as a reception type thing. There are doors that are not on my map. There is a door here and a door here,
okay.
which you think probably lead into guard barracks, just by the way they're designed.
Okay. Alright, so I would go in, kind of give a look around, and like I don't see any, shambling gross things when I go in
Nope.
those two little rooms, right?
Nope. There you don't see any shambling corpses or anything like that.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna come on back out and report that hey, this is what's in there. In the first couple rooms anyway, so we can head in.
Oh, there's another door that's at the top too that goes further on. But
Because
anyway,
like are these doors like openable by me?
no,
Question mark?
they're all closed.
Yeah.
It looks like while the original thing was kind of an interview thing, taking uh, people who wanted to get into the keep. It looks like it's been converted to just to a front guard room by the bandits.
Okay. Are there like weapons sitting around or anything like that?
No,
Or
no, you
is
don't
it
see. It looks to be abandoned.
okay? All right, yeah. So since I'm too small to open doors, I'm gonna have to come back out and be like, "Hey guys, like this is what's up."
What did you find?
A couple empty rooms, kind of look like they're just for people to come on into before going all the way in, like reception areas.
How was the air?
The
Was it
air?
like with death, or was it still fresh?
Give me another nature check with advantage since you know what since you're on edge right now.
Okay.
Oh, didn't even need the advantage. Okay, it it is definitely you're definitely sure this is cursed now, but it feels dormant right now, probably because it's daylight.
Hmm. Okay, so if we're doing this, we need to get a move on before it gets dark.
Then let's go.
I recommend if we are doing this, we do it with caution and have our weapons drawn if necessary.
Why not have it
Because
draw? Why not have them draw on at all times?
Because they're heavy?
Well, I mean, in that
Not
case,
carrying
Neris
them.
holds the sword up and activates it, and just this bright yellow light just radiates out from the sword in all directions.
I love it. A
do you
Gorgon.
really have to blind us?
Yeah, right?
Yes.
To make a point, yes.
And the
Then she
light.
deactivates the sword again.
Gorgon with
Wow.
a lightsaber.
Hmm.
Sorry.
All I'm all I'm saying is we could be ambushed, and it could take us time to get our weapons out. If we have them out prepared or have them close so we're ready to draw them quickly, then it'd be a lot safer.
I agree.
Hey, you guys do you. I'm gonna be not noticed without my sword all out, or my weapons all out, my neutron without, like a big weirdo. Let's go on and get in there. Come on.
Are we all arguing about how everybody wants their weapons out at the same time?
Okay, there was a lot of people talking at the same time there. Could repeat one at a time?
But you're going to be with us. You'll be noticed either way.
Do you not see how big I am?
Yeah, she can actually use you guys for total cover, much less 3/4 cover.
Oh. Oh, that's small.
I just thought you were very far.
She could basically hide in my hair.
I believe Tiny is small cat size and less.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like 6 to 12 inches tall, depending. I mean, like
Hmm.
I would just say 8 to go for like the mid ground. So yeah.
Standing next to Scanlan, it would look like Scanlan is Grog. Yeah, she would make a halfling look like a Goliath.
So
And also
imagine
wings.
standing next to a tiefling.
Yep.
Standing next to a tiefling would be like a giant.
I'm just pointing out that I'm not gonna stand next to Nearest too often because snakes.
A couple of the snakes actually sort of just look at you with their beady little eyes as you fly.
Yeah, well aware, wide skirting. Like, nope.
She's used to it.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, so
I'd like
can
to
you
join
give
my
me
sword
the order? Can you give me the marching order real quick?
uh,
I think Arvindor is definitely going to go in the front because he's the sword and bolt guy.
Neris will probably be
second.
second in line somewhere.
Oh,
I will probably go last.
should we roll initiative on
I think
who's
she goes where she chooses.
No, I just need to know who's going in front. Arvindor, can you please roll for me a dexterity save?
I should
Oh dear.
have gone first.
Oh wow. Okay, so you get to about here, and a pit opens up. Just
Perhaps.
like the ground just gives out from underneath. It's like the stone rotted out.
I probably should have checked for traps.
Oh, hey.
Hurry!
Don't worry, I already found one.
Good job.
Perhaps I should go be ahead of you then. Fall, so
I
not.
definitely think so. I definitely think someone who can check for traps should go ahead. Or someone decent at it, at least.
It's a fairly deep pit. You're not really sure how far it goes in. It's you don't the bottom is coated in darkness.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Spikes? Snakes?
Tom,
Snakes
brings
covered in
out a
spikes?
torch.
I think we're good.
With my
Tom takes
dark
out-
vision, can I look down and see how far I can see?
Yeah, give me a perception check real quick.
I could fly down and take a look. If we're that curious about it.
Yeah, but then you might fly into the spiked snakes.
I could just throw down a lit torch.
Okay, it is probably about 30 feet down, so you can definitely anybody with dark vision can look down there and see. It's probably about 30 feet down, but Calva, as you're looking down, there's sort of a wavering motion to some of the lines, as if there is something pacing back and forth down there.
But invisible.
Not entirely corporeal, not entirely incorporeal.
Okay,
It's a very good job none of us fall down that.
So I
There's
toss a torch in.
no point. There's something semi-corporeal down there. It could aggravate it. We shouldn't do that.
you think it's dead? Maybe we should kill it.
I don't know what it is exactly, but it
Fire
doesn't
burn it.
seem good.
You can't burn your way out of all your problems.
Hang on, let's see if it's friendly. So Arvindor beams over. It's like, hey, how you doing? Adventurers here. You wouldn't happen to be a small, terrified illusionist wizard, would you?
You just hear a kind of low groaning sound coming up out of the pit.
It kind of matches the groan that Glisten made when you spoke up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to kill that guy later.
So we do now.
For now, we just leave him be. He's stuck in a pit. It's nothing important.
Okay, onward. Let's get that.
Well, so
Guardhouses or the main door?
Which door are you opening? Can you ping which one you want to open?
I think that's up to the guy on point now.
That would be Arvindor, I believe.
Oh, I thought who was it was gonna start checking for traps and move in front of him?
wait. I have. What is checking for traps again? Sleight of hand or is that
That's
investigation?
perception.
Investigate.
Or investigate, yeah.
I have check for intelligence and investigation. Oh,
Okay, I'll go search for traps. How's that?
how dark is it inside this little area?
There, you've got the doors open behind you, so it's about dim light.
I have no idea if there are any traps.
Well, should try anyways.
Looking for traps that are built for big people is something new to you.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I've got a technique that my mentor taught me called the left-hand rule. So we're gonna go through this one. You just
Oh wait, can Reggie do a check for traps?
You can have
this door.
you can have Reggie check around for sniff around, see if there's traps. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wait, we don't have an auto roll for Reggie, do we?
No. Okay, check
Just roll 1d20. Just roll a flat 1d20. I'm going to give him a proficiency in it.
Okay.
That'll counteract the low intelligence.
Oh dear.
God damn it.
Reggie finds
cheese.
somebody's pocket, some cheese out of somebody's pocket.
Oh well.
Can I do like a general perception sweep of like looking just generally at each of the doors?
Yeah, you can. You can do a perception.
Should
And while she does that, I'm gonna open this door.
Okay.
Thanks for not making Reggie fall into a bottomless pit or something.
No.
The rat just walks off the same pit we avoided.
Yeah. Like, la, 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 la.
Okay. So this looks like what used to be a barracks room. Right now, it has been converted into it was converted into like quarters for the bandits here, or storage for the stuff. You can, as you come into the court in here, you see in the corner a a figure kind of hunched over, uh, and just kind of Gollum like, out of the Lord of the Rings, munching on something.
Hmm.
How dark is it?
Here it's pretty dark. The windows are all boarded up. I mean, it looks like vines have grown over the windows as well, so it's not much of the sunlight's getting in here.
So would it still be visible, or do we need to bring out the sunblade and flame tongue?
Or does it just come view through my dark vision?
Well,
It,
some of
it,
you guys might.
it is close enough that you can see it in dim light. It would you'll probably, for the humans, as you get deeper, you're getting the idea that it's probably going to be harder to see.
Hmm.
But you are still seeing this figure in the corner. I'm going to ping about where he is.
Worst case scenario, can cast some light cantrips and make some torches.
Right.
Or we could just ignite our weapons.
So Arvindor walks in, gives the other guys come, saying, "Hey, that better not be human flesh in your mouth right now. Come on."
And as you say that, he turns around and, with snarling, and is indeed snacking on a human arm.
Oh,
Wunderbar.
But at about this point, Neris will start preparing a ray of frost.
Can I get initiative from everybody?
Mm-hmm.
is that on here? Or do I just need to roll?
Core.
It's there, and usually it'll give you a little note saying you need to select a token, but don't worry about it. I'm just adding things on anyway.
That's like your fourth natural one, Joe. You're just constantly rolling that ones.
Have you met Will Wheaton recently? Did you get a signature from Will Wheaton recently?
No, but I was watching Star Trek Next Generation and remembering how cute Wesley was, so maybe that's what happened.
Oh, that was a
No,
mistake.
Joe.
Yeah.
Have you tried making a blood sacrifice yet?
No,
Dedicated
not
to
Pray to Percy.
yet.
Pray to Percy.
I drew
Thirst Lord.
Caden. That should count for something.
I know, I saw it. So good.
Thank you.
He's just too advanced.
Why isn't everybody getting that ones?
Because Roll20 hates D20.
Maybe the 3 dice would be better.
Mm.
Oh, we need to set it right.
I'm doing it. Don't worry.
Wait, so who has the weapons drawn already?
I
We all
always
agree
remember
that
to say
we all have
that.
weapons drawn, and some of us have even more weapons drawn.
Yeah.
And Nom is weapons.
Yes.
He's like holding his fist and
Flame tongue. And
so
I
kind of
guess
like a
the
classic motion.
Yeah.
But well, those are Radiance and the World is just
Actually, Nom and Neris are both weapons, since they're and they have magic swords too. So they're a monk and a sorceress. They have magic swords. Okay, so Nom is first. This guy turned around, snarling at you with gnawing on a human arm.
I can. Well, I'm going to just ignite my sword so I can actually see better. That's a bonus action, I think.
Bonus
And
action. I think it's bonus action. Let me go ahead and look at the flame tongue.
Yeah, flame tongue is that's sounds. Where is that now? Go. Where is it? Oh, where the hell is it?
It's
There it
under
is.
F.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's bonus action. Yeah, I'm just going to ignite it since I might as well. And then I'm just going to blast the guy with a radiant sunbolt since I'm not going to get close to it. It's disgusting.
Got it.
Does that hit?
No, it does not, unfortunately. It kind of
Oh.
slams into the wall behind him.
Hmm.
But he does kind of squint his eyes and dodge to the side and cover his face at that. Neris.
Neris is going to hang back. She'll sort of move sideways a bit to start fanning out, and she will cast Ray of Frost,
Okay,
which should be doable.
that hits. Go ahead and click for the damage.
That's cool. 8 cold damage.
Okay.
Oh.
So she's like got the hilt in one hand. She hasn't activated it yet. And with her free hand, she sort of flips it up, sort of twists her fingers around, and then just fires a thin blue beam of magic energy and hits him square on the chest.
And I'm going to go ahead and keep track of the hit points in the chat, just so everybody will see, but oh well.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, it hits, and he kind of shakes and is like reacts in pain and starting and it's gone to Arvindor.
Oh, I see. You're a tough zombie. Okay. So Arvindor moves in and he takes a swing.
Go for it. That hits by plenty.
Does that have the damage on there?
You click see where it says flail on the chat
Oh,
over
okay.
there? 6.
Forgive me. I usually use map tool when I can.
No problem. And Calva.
I'm going to turn to the zombie creature and go, not many people like to have a snack on an arm because most of the time they like to grab back. And I'm going to vicious mockery him.
Go ahead and click the vicious mockery. Oh, unfortunately, he's kind of snarls at you and chuckles.
You gotta chuckle. I mean, that counts for something, right?
It's
I just snarl back.
It's acquired taste.
Your magic has no power here.
Okay, listen.
Okay. Can I just do 2 daggers? Like one for my action and one for my bonus action, or no?
You can do 2 daggers, yeah. One will come back to you, the other won't.
Well, it'll come back when I pull it out of his dead body. I mean, like, that counts for something, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. The first one misses.
Ugh.
The second one hits, and you do get sneak attack damage, so click Dagger of Returning. And I should have made you a sneak attack thing, but just go ahead and roll 2d6, / roll 2d6, and I'll make a sneak attack thing real quick.
Here, 6 plus 1 would be 12.
Because it has not moved, he has not acted yet, so yeah.
I like to think that I threw the little dagger second, so it like hit somewhere really sensitive.
Yeah. So you do 12 damage. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to let you keep. Normally, the second one you wouldn't get the +4 dex, but I'm going to let you keep that. Don't worry, because I didn't think it was ahead of time. Okay, I should have made an offhand dagger for you as well. Okay, but yeah, 6 damage to it, and it and charges forward at the biggest, brightest. Actually, let me see here. We have a devotion paladin, and we have an elf, and we have a fae.
Are you going for like visible brightness or magical sense brightness?
I'm thinking what the sense. This relates to some of the curse that's in here. Okay, it turns and starts charging forward towards Neris. Neris, I actually think you
Okay, well then.
I think you have a
I
reaction.
am actually going to then use my reaction to cast Stone Glance when it gets within 30 feet of me.
Okay, go ahead and click that spell, please.
Yep, hang on. Yep, so it's got to make a Constitution saving throw against spell save DC of 13, and if it fails, its speed gets reduced by 15 feet immediately.
Oh!
Alright, so Neris's green eyes, sort of like the snakes all sort of swivel around to look at the thing at once, and her eyes flash green. And its skin looks like it starts to petrify, but it just powers through it.
What is your charisma is?
That's +3, I think, and then +2.
Did you take a feat for your 4th level thing?
No, I boosted my charisma up to 17.
Got it. Oh, that's right. Because okay, got it. Okay, yeah, this is a lucky curse. This is a lucky cannibal. Okay. Well then, he's going to make his attack on you.
And I've already used my reaction.
Does 11 hit you?
No, it doesn't. Armor class is 12.
Oh, because you've got decent dexterity. Yeah, you nimbly dodge aside. He didn't.
Like her eyes widen in surprise.
Yeah, you didn't slow him down, but he turned just stone enough that he was clumsily reaching for you, and then it broke free.
Yeah.
Okay, Nom.
Is it within melee range of me, or do I have to move up to it?
It's within melee range of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna attack it with flame tongues then. Oh, okay, that's a crit.
Click the flame tongue.
So how much crit damage does all the dice get multiplied, or
all dice get multiple or double rolled in this case? Click the flame tongue; it'll handle a crit for you.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That would have almost one-shotted him. Almost.
So I'm just stabs him and just leaves it there to let him burn. Essentially, right in front of everybody.
And he screams horrifically, not piteously, horrifically, angrily, the entire time his body is burning on that flame tongue. I mean, this is not natural. It's like he doesn't. It's anger. It's not pain. There is pain, but it's not like a normal person dying. It is.
He is more annoyed with the fact that
pain.
he is on fire than he is in pain.
Right, and it dies, and the body sort of crumples in like it stops moving, and then slides off the. Kind of a charred, crispy corpse slides off the sword.
Then Nera sort of looks pretty shook for a moment, but then she sort of composes herself and just gives a curt nod of acknowledgement.
Colin just pulls at the remains a little bit more with his flame tongue while it's still on fire.
Wilson's
making-
just like, oh man, that reeks. Ugh.
Calval just starts muttering in Infernal.
Hmm.
Then Arvindor is going to be like, hang on, maybe that wasn't a zombie. Maybe I should think about this back from my older school. What does paladin training tell me? Can I religion check?
You can religion check.
Oof. Yes.
You're
Zombie.
fairly certain it wasn't a zombie, but like I said, cannibalism is usually a point of no return thing for a lot of going to be undead curses.
Hey Luke,
Yes?
can you check out the thing I just sent? I wanted to see if I could share it with you so that you could use it sometime. Because I don't want anything.
Later, but yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was a living body. It was definitely not natural. It was cursed. They were in the stages of being something unnatural.
Oh, what do you know about that? He wasn't all the way undead yet.
Well, maybe
I've never seen that before.
Well, he's all the way dead now.
Really?
And Nera sort of like gets a little disappointed with her joke being laughed at in the wrong way.
Well,
As you say that joke, Calval turns from Infernal to Undercommon and just keeps muttering in different languages.
Can I search around the room for
Does he
anything
do that all
cool?
the time?
Yeah, you can go ahead and
No.
search around the room.
Investigation?
That would be investigation, yes.
I have that well, so maybe I get the 21 on that? I don't know.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again? There was a little bit of a echo.
I was just questioning, like, the way the roll thing is. Like, because I have that as something I'm skilled in, do I get the better roll for that?
Oh, that would be called advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and give you advantage because you've had so many missteps on investigation at this point. Your character is probably being very careful, so I'll give you the advantage.
Yay!
I also tend to forget to give inspiration for good role playing a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and give everybody inspiration. And if you think somebody did something that was really good on role playing, maybe suggest so and so should get inspiration for that, and then it will remind me.
And just as a reminder, that's you do a roll and then you roll an extra dice to add that to the roll.
Oh no, that's the way Matthew Mercer does it. That's the way Bardic inspiration works. The way standard inspiration works by the 5e rules is you when you spend it, you get advantage on that roll.
Okay, that's easy enough.
I like that thing because advantage really
It really
helps
things.
against the flat curve of D20. Okay. Anyway, so looking about, Glisten, you find kind of piled off to the edge an old book.
I know that if I'm wearing items, they change size, but I guess I can't pick up the book to make it small enough for me to open up and read.
Oh, it's less than 20 pounds. You can lift it. It won't
Good.
change
Oh.
size. It'll just
Okay.
be kind of unyielding, but you'll be sitting there looking like about a 2 foot tall, or no, excuse me, a 1 foot tall girl reading a book that is twice her size.
Can I like just bring the book over to the group and be like, "Hey, look what I found, guys! Somebody open this thing and hold it because it's heavy."
Yep.
When you bring the
Can
book
I-
over, Cal just stops what he's doing and just looks at the book.
Can I do a perception on the book? Just see what is it? How old?
Go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
Not really sure. It looks, looking at it, it's written in common. You wouldn't be surprised to find that it's It might be a journal for one of the bandits in here, or it might be a much older book. You don't know. It's a book.
Shall we burn it?
No.
No, we should not burn books. Keep it here if you're
Oh,
not so interested in it.
Okay.
Now, is it more of a history book, or is it just written in some weird script?
It is written in common.
All right.
Does it have a title on the front, or?
It may have had a title. Is anybody reading it?
Yeah.
Nearest will volunteer.
I mean, Con just looked through it, just glanced.
Looking through it, it looks like it's the journal of captain of the guards from when this keep was in operation, was in the process, not was in the process of was still operating.
Hmm.
Actually, you're looking at it, some of the early entries go from when the keep was in the process of being built.
Wow.
Interesting. Let's skip to the end.
Don't skip to the
All the
end. Why do
boring
you have to
parts.
skip to the end?
Actually, go ahead and make an investigation check real quick. No, make it a history check. Make it a history check, because this is reading
Yep.
and research.
Probably. Ugh, that's a 6.
But it's a 15, I'm going to say, because you have the book, so advantage.
Okay.
You get reports that they have pacified the resistance in the area. The druid, there's mentions of nature priests that gave resistance, and they are in the process of building the keep. As you get further along, the writing gets a little bit more erratic. Starts getting reports of disobedience and disorder and ill discipline in the troops. They've been filling up. They mentioned they've been having to take more people to the other dungeon than normal.
The other dungeon.
And towards the end, he starts mentioning that the food starts tasting off. And after he starts
There was
mentioning,
something water.
yeah, after he starts mentioning that the food starts tasting off, this is sort of before everything goes crazy. That's when everything starts going crazy. He starts reporting that the food and the animals in the area don't taste right, but that's all the food they have. And as you go on, he seems to get more and more erratic himself, and it starts he starts discussing eating some of the prisoners, and then
Oh, yes.
and then
The food doesn't taste right because he's got a taste for human flesh.
yeah. And by that point, he starts eating the prisoners. It's pretty much got any sense of rationality leaves after a little bit after that point.
Can I flip through the book really quick and try to find, because you said it was when they were building, so maybe they have maps or some architectural like designs in there somewhere or something?
Yes, actually, I'll do that, and I'll just reveal the entire map real quick.
Dope.
Okay, so
Oh, nice.
what was just, so what you just said was, do all of us know that, or does just Nereus know that?
Well, Neris is
Nereus
finding
would be
it. I'm
sharing the
assuming
information.
if she reports it, it's up to her.
Oh, yeah, she'd share that information.
So we just attack
Nice.
first then, with everything in here. Good for the rest. Oh,
Well,
Yeah, sounds kind of
I'm going to
smart.
review most of the map. I'm going to say there are some secret areas that won't be in the.
You guys done with that book learning over there? So I'm pretty sure that Mr. Loud Zombie probably gave our presents away.
You think?
It is a possibility. I would recommend no we take the book with us. So if we do survive this entire mess, we can use it as proof of what has happened.
I'm not carrying it though.
up to you.
That is understandable. You're very small. I do not mind carry it if you guys do not mind
I mean,
either.
there's absolutely going to be someone who will want to preserve this. So let's
Exactly.
stick it in the bag for later.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, the person who took my hand drawn map and turned it into this did not put doors everywhere. Sorry about that.
Oh, God, what
Hello.
is?
And I can't find my hand drawn map, so I'm going to be going on memory in a little bit here.
Oh,
All right, so it's
Okay,
ground floor. That
The-
one to the right is the basement, it looks like.
yeah, this is the
Can
ground
you-
floor. This is the basement. Second floor and top floor.
All right.
And this area right here, it looks to be the grand hall, and these areas are balconies overlooking it.
Can you put numbers on these just to like indicate which one is
I
what?
can do that. Yes, give me a moment.
Just some tables would be very helpful to figure out what the hell we are.
I'm proposing that we have a sort of standing order. That I will go like 2 rooms ahead, check the tracks, and then we proceed through.
Agreeable.
That is durable.
Okay,
so-
there should be numbers on each of them saying what floors they are.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, I see that.
I think this is the first time I've ever actually had to use a map in playing the game.
I kind of like with D&D. I like flipping between theater of the mind and tactical. But this case, for one shots, theater of the mind works better.
Could you?
And the map's mainly just there so we know where we are.
Oh right, let me go ahead and make a quick location ping for you.
Like we could just have like 2 tokens, one for the group as a whole and one for the pixel.
I'll make other tokens if people start splitting up. But that's where you are right now.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I guess I would go in and like check for traps in the hallway. That big main hallway there.
Could everybody give me a quick perception roll, real quick?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
my God.
Yeah.
I lost the chat. What did I do?
There it
2.
is.
Did it pop out into a sidebar?
Let me look. I
Oh,
didn't think so.
Because it
Okay.
does that to me sometimes. Do you have a second browser window open somewhere that has the chat in it?
I've got my old character sheet, then the room or the roll 20 thing. Yeah, it's not on here.
There's 3 little lines, like on one of the sides, that can actually adjust whether or not you see the chat or not. And you could.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Oh, you might have accidentally. Okay. So, listen, as you're about to get ready to go into the hallway to look for traps, you look back towards where that pit was,
Hmm.
and it's gone.
We should have thrown a torch down it.
All right. Well, I just need to make a mental note of where that was back.
Now, come on, how is a torch going to help stop the pit from covering itself?
Exactly. And then it would have been a waste of our torches.
Do we see like the shifting motion anywhere around us that we have seen in the bottom?
Give me a quick perception check again.
Everybody?
Oh,
I
at
think
this
I'll-
point, listen, you
Oh.
you are not sure at all that
Wait.
you can't tell for sure if anything's here.
Okay, I would just say like maybe whatever was in the bottom climbed out. So just like watch your butts. I mean,
All right. So, looking at the map, my thought is basement's probably where weird stuff happened, unless there's anything on the floor plan that looks like a library or a wizard's workshop.
the libraries, there is a library for the Lord of the Manor. It doesn't look like anything from the journal you had. It looks like these were mostly warriors and all that. Um, Oddly, the center of activity seems to be coming from the Great Hall.
Huh.
There, you are right. There is a lot of activity in the basement. There's like clusters of different. There's clusters of spirits in the basement or below the basement. Some feels like there's some odd arcane space that is fitting itself next to the world here.
That sounds suspiciously like an other basement.
Hmm.
But
So where are we?
the center of the evil, the center of the madness that you can sense comes from the Great Hall.
Even onwards to the Great Hall is my vote.
Weapons ready.
I agree. We go skeptically, and we make sure we keep an eye out for traps.
And I'm going to
Nearest
go ahead
activation.
and give.
Well, I'm 1 for 1 so far.
I'm going to go ahead and give your rogue advantage on the investigate because you've already seen kind of the traps, at least one kind of the traps that can show up.
I would also like to give our rogue bardic inspiration.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to do that by saying, do not worry, little friend. I know you can spot stuff with your keen eyes.
I'm assuming you're going into the hallway after the rogue rolls her investigate.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Yeah.
20. Okay. For whatever reason, it's being annoying with the token I made. Usually, I have no trouble moving these. This, I'm going to have to do something silly.
I guess it did.
Yeah, I'm going to be. We're going to be moving by blob because it won't let me select it to move for some reason. Okay, Glisten, you do find another one of those traps, and this time because you're a pixie nature, you kind of realize it is these traps are enchantments. The pits aren't really physical pits. They're going into a extra dimensional space.
To the weird basement, probably.
Probably.
Okay, so I will come back and be like, hey, there's another one, guys. Don't step in it. And I'm pointing specifically at Religion Boy over there. Yeah, they're not real. I mean, they're real. You'll fall down them. That don't take me wrong, but there's a reason that one closed up.
Do they go to a different area? Is that what you're trying to say? They go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a quick Arcana check, Glisten. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
You're Fey, so you are well familiar with the Feywild. These things seem to be touching on the alternate side, the Shadowfell.
Ew. No wonder it's gross in here. Yeah, so the other place they're going to, really bad. Just avoid it. I'm not even going to try to explain the Shadowfell because I'm not that familiar with it, but I'm pretty sure Listen has some choice words.
Yeah. If you've seen Stranger Things, it's basically the Upside Down.
Yeah, so let's avoid that. Glad I didn't fly down to check that out. Ew.
And now do you understand why I have no choices? Or anything going down the hall?
Yep, no going down holes. We got it. Okay, but yeah, so, and I'll point out as we go through the door, I'll be like, okay, look, the trap is right here. Avoid, avoid, avoid.
Onwards to the Great Hall.
What does the trap? Wait, is it currently as a pit or is it just inactive right now?
It is a to Glisten's senses, it is a place of unstable dimensionality.
No, I mean like on the ground. It's. Oh wait, we're not.
Yeah, it's on the ground. When you look at it on the ground, it feels like a place where the earth is rotted and will give away, like in an unstable ground.
Can we take a short time to just sort of study it to better find out? Just
Yeah, if you
see
want
like
to.
what makes it look different from the regular floor, just so it's easier to spot for the rest of us.
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't get to study everything.
Yeah.
So what would that be?
Uh,
People.
I'm going to go ahead and make that an Arcana check.
Ah, okay. Well, I I can see shit about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't see the difference.
It
No.
looks the area. I will say the areas where the pits are look exceptionally decayed.
Okay, so they just look rotting.
Though Neris and Calva, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
14.
Okay, Neris. Um, mention of the Shadowfell. You know that a moment of a moment that sometimes someone can be pulled into the Shadowfell or spirits can be pulled into the Shadowfell at moments of great tragedy or despair.
Ah, yes, I see. This was tying into whatever terrible thing happened here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The weave is scarred, and
The
the
what?
scars form holes.
Okay,
What?
so I'm assuming you guys are moving into the Great Hall.
Yep.
And if you're done looking at the
Can we,
floor,
Yeah, I mean, we can avoid it, we can see it, so.
Yeah,
can we
it looks secure.
right before we enter it, could we roll perception, or
Yes, you
just to
can.
listen
Yeah, you
for
can
any
do a.
movement?
Yeah, I'm just moving the token. Just go ahead and roll listen and perception.
too busy checking the floor.
Oh, come on.
Isn't it annoying when the other die that you're not using is the really good one?
Yep.
I almost just want to use my inspiration board, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Nom and glisten. It sounds like it's a rustling wind in there, kind of like wind rustling through leaves.
I don't think they have an arboretum around here, so
So
Be careful either way.
So, charging guns blazing? Not that I know what a gun is.
uh,
Is it?
You mean charging crossbows blazing? But I
Also,
don't think
note
that
no,
should work.
the only light at this point is coming from your weapons.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not.
you're as you're getting deeper in, you're thinking that you're likely to be less and less protected by the fact that it's daylight.
Hmm.
I
So there'll be
kind of
boiler.
vote ignore this room, maybe for now.
If it means less death on us, then I agree.
I mean, we're going to go in there sooner or later, eventually, right, guys?
Eventually.
We're wanting to deal with whatever the problem is.
So I say we go in, and we definitely don't set our crossbows on fire.
Humans with their expressions.
Is there like a way to get in that I don't have to open the door, like a crack in the wall, or
Oh,
Could we just
definitely. This is an old building. It is there's definitely places for a pixie to squeeze through.
Okay, because that's what I don't want to open the door because I feel like there's probably a shambling horde in there. So I want to just like I want to like sneak in and kind of peek through and see if I can see with my dark vision what's going on.
Okay. It doesn't. Give me a perception check again.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a shambling horde. Um, in in fact, it kind of feels a little bit more peaceful in that room than in the rest of the. Not safer, more peaceful. There is a kind of when you're looking in it, there is a sense of conflict that you got in the hallways. And when you're kind of peeking your head in there, that conflict isn't happening in there. It still feels really threatening.
And I don't see like a creature or anything like that.
You got some
Obviously.
that same sort of semi-corporealness that you saw before. You kind of see something. This one isn't humanoid shaped. It's you kind of see in the darkness and the kind of vague shape of something four-legged pacing about in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna wiggle back out to where everyone is through the crack. Okay, there's a thing in there, and it's not riled up at the moment, but I don't think we want to rile it up. So I think unless there's something in here we specifically want to get, we should just leave whatever that is alone.
I also agree with the pixie.
We'll always come
However,
back to it later, I suppose.
From the
however,
shrubs.
if necessary, I could always send in my 2 dogs, if necessary.
That's up to you. They're yours.
Yes, but I'm putting this as an option to the group because this is a possibility that we could do that.
Personally, I'm more interested in like getting up to maybe the Lord's quarters or whatever and seeing if we can find any indication of what happened here.
And you do know that from the plans, you do know the second floor, almost all of it is balconies overlooking that hall.
Alright, so we can head up to the balcony and then just look down there from a nice, safe vantage point.
That's an idea. Yes.
That is a very good idea. We can do that.
Can I just roll a couple of investigation checks to check for traps in the next couple of doorway areas that we're going through?
To cut down on rolls, just roll one. That's fine.
Okay. What was it again? Investigation? Yeah. Not bad.
I'm looking through page. Oh yeah, you find a couple more. They're always on the ground. It looks like the traps in this are limited. So far, have been limited to pits.
Okay.
Right, so looking at the map, that looks like the what you call it, stairs leading up to the second floor.
The stairs leading up to the second floor are over here. Actually, no. Let me check here one moment. Yeah, you're right. That's the stairs leading up.
You alright there, Michael?
Okay.
Should we mark which staircases goes to what?
You're right. Okay. This is what happens when I lose my hand-drawn copy. Some of those stairwells you're seeing are secret stairwells that should not be visible.
We'll pretend we can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we notice a pattern in where the pits are placed? Like to the side, to the middle? Or just does it appear to be random?
Give me a quick insight check. Actually, anybody.
Okay.
Is that anybody and everybody, or
Anybody and everybody, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh, may as well do it even though I've got a -1. Oh, well, there you go.
You should always try.
yeah?
The
You feel
minus one
all the
person
rules
gets
and
the
do not try.
highest.
It feels like the pits are showing up along the line of wherever the group is walking.
All right, they're like specifically trying to catch us out.
Sneaky.
S- Is somebody watching us?
It is a possibility. We should be prepared if necessary. Either that, or it could just be the Shadowfall itself.
Hmm.
All right.
By
So,
the way,
up to the second level in the meantime?
yeah.
Okay, and I investigated their sleeper traps, so I can point those out once we get up there.
Yeah, just assume that you find a couple in front of you.
Okay. I'm like, don't step there, don't step there, don't step there.
Yep.
Is
Easy
the
enough.
marching order still the same though, with the rogue in the front and the monk right behind?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm assuming we're keeping the same marching order unless we specifically say otherwise.
Since I can
Yeah,
apparently
Barge
that's really
sticking
bad.
out of that.
You're going upstairs at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the blob moves.
Oh, God.
We are one.
I should have made it orange and we could make Evangelion jokes.
Hmm. No, it's
So
all blood now.
once we get upstairs, um, can I look down into the main hall and kind of see if I can get a better view of what it is that's marching down there while
Yeah,
being sneaky?
give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Wait, would it be a disadvantage since two of us are carrying on really bright swords?
If Glisten's going ahead as a pixie, she actually would have advantage. But
Okay.
I would like to follow Glisten, but I'd like to use my invisibility spell. And I'm going to turn myself invisible and follow Glisten.
also, Glisten, I would note you have Bardic Inspiration.
Yes, it is a
That's that
d6.
now.
And here I am with my 6 stealth.
Because I got a 14, right? That's not bad for
It's
stealth.
not bad, but the Bardic Inspiration has a tendency to run out, so you might as well use it now anyway.
Okay, and what is the roll for that? I'm sorry.
Just roll a d6
A
and add it on
1d6.
to what you get.
D6. Oh, really? I keep doing that. I don't know why.
Wrong way.
Their face. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Are you
Nice. Okay. Glisten. Um, it is. You see what looks like a a dog. It is clearly not a physical dog. It is made of. It's sort of made of shadow and of some sort, and it is pacing off. It's kind of looking towards the flickering light that's being carried by your companions, and it's walking around that gray square you see there is a massive table of with a granite table.
Hmm. Can I like roll animal handling to kind of get a sense of like the dog's like being like attitude? Like, is it straight up evil or is it just guarding something it's been told to guard?
Give me an animal
You know what I
handling
mean?
check. Yes, that is not an animal. That is
Oh,
a sentient that is shape changed into an animal.
Well, there you go. Some kind of hell dog.
no, it's not a dog at all.
You can say this now?
I would give me a quick intelligence check, Glisten, just straight intelligence.
That is click intelligence and it'll do it.
I think that works. Yeah, you should be able to just click intelligence.
Yeah, I have 21.
21. Okay. Well, you did the intelligence save. That's fine. It would have been an 18 anyway. You remember that the journal talked about putting down a druidic circle?
Mm-hmm.
So what you're thinking you're seeing here is the ghost of a druid.
Oh. And it's still guarding whatever it was trying to guard, or to keep them from fucking up with their castle, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first off, I had no idea that Calvo followed me, so I probably go into the wall of personage, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just me. It's just me. Don't worry. It's just me.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
invisible.
when I'm sneaking, I sneak by myself, okay, man?
I'm
Yes,
happy.
but I was following to see.
Sorry?
Sorry, I was interrupting. My apologies. Continue with your RP.
Kai, can you repeat what Calvo said? I didn't quite catch it.
I was just following to see with you because I thought that way we wouldn't be splitting apart as much. There'd be someone protecting you if necessary.
Yeah, but if I'm sneaking and nobody sees me and I don't need to be protected, if I'm sneaking and somebody's breathing down my neck and I get caught, then there's a big old fight. You know what I mean?
Question: how loud are they right now?
This
I
is
mean,
a
I'm
good question. Both of you please roll me wisdom checks.
okay. I'm assuming that if I'm being stealthy, I'm whispering, but okay.
I think you can just click on the wisdom,
Yeah.
like your.
Yeah, click on wisdom, not save the wisdom save. I was going to give you advantage. Glisten is definitely whispering.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes, you
Because
can.
even with
Yes, I'll let you do that.
10.
10 is
Joy dice.
10 is
Why?
enough. 10 is enough. 10 is enough.
Oh,
you are
oh,
whispering.
oh.
Um, yeah. So I'm gonna like kind of like jerk my thumb toward the group and say, "Let's go tell them what's going on. Come on."
Very well. Very well.
And flutter my way back to the group and suggest that maybe the lights on the sword could be dimmed a little bit. They're kind of eye catching.
But they help.
They help things
burn.
fly eat your face off.
We can burn them before that happens.
Fine, you're a bigger distraction from things I'm trying to hide from anyway.
Well, quick show of hands. Who here can't actually see in the dark?
Oh,
who
Carl
has
can't.
who has dark vision? I know
I do.
Nearest?
I do.
Nearest, Calva, Glisten, Reggie. So that leaves Arvindor and Nom are the two humans who can't see in the dark.
Well,
I'm an Asimar. I can see just fine.
Oh, so just Nom.
Huh.
well, Nearest might be able to do something about that. Because
Does it involve a flaming sword?
no, it involves the sun sword because you can actually control the brightness on that.
It's got a
So,
dimmer
yes.
switch.
Yes, it has a dimmer switch,
That's dope.
so you can like reduce it down so that the radius of light it gives off is only about 10 feet.
I vote for that. Yeah, can we do that?
As they're talking, Calvar wants to sneak up behind Neris, and because he's still invisible, wants to make Neris jump by trying to pick Neris up.
Do I get a perception check?
Perception check, yes. Disadvantage because she's invisible.
Yep. Oh, right, she is invisible.
I thought Cabo was a he.
Yeah.
My
I'll-
apologies. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
I do that.
Uh,
I do that too
No,
much.
how does this work? How do you spook Neris out of Iska?
I just kind
Grab
of,
her.
yeah, pretty much. I walk up behind you, and all of a sudden, I put
Or
both
just
my
flick her wings.
my hands on your shoulders as I dispel the invisibility. I just grab both your shoulders with my hands from behind.
She jumps about 3 feet in the air and lets out a.
I no.
Soon
Oh,
after,
that was funny.
soon after that, there is a low wailing howl coming up from the great hall down below. I'd like everybody to make wisdom saving throws against a DC 14, please.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw against.
DC 14.
That's a no.
Nope.
Also no.
Okay, so Neris, Calva, and Glisten are frightened.
Son of a bitch.
Will you just come just talk to the two troublemakers?
Sorry.
Stop that.
Yeah, so she now sort of like presses herself up against the wall and then sort of looks daggers over at Calva, and all the snakes sort of hiss at him.
So our vendor watches everybody jump like, we're never going to kill that ghost dog, are we?
Shall we do it now?
As the howl happens, and what are Neris, Calva, and Glisten have to run from it, the direction of the howl, because they are officially frightened and won't get a chance to recover until next time.
So
6
basically
seconds.
down the stairs, and that's as far away as we can get, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Can
before
I
you,
hide in the
when you get to the stairs, you start seeing shambling horde of zombies coming up.
Oh dear.
Oh, lovely.
I have 20 pounds of oil for this.
Lots and lots of zombies.
You're not frightened of the zombies, you're frightened of the dog. You can fight the zombies. You can't see the dog right now, so you're not at a disadvantage yet. You don't want to fight that dog. But I do need initiative again from everybody.
Alright.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And where it
Anyway,
says zombie 1, zombie 2, zombie 3, zombie 4, zombie 5, I'm doing swarms of zombies, so each zombie thing is representative of several zombies.
So, are we intended to fight or run?
Well, we're kind of cornered at the moment.
Are we going to this entire thing as a balcony?
Yes, there is
Well,
the balcony.
yes, but Neris is scared of the dog, so she can't go that way.
Oh.
So she's basically going, oh, screw this, I prefer to hack my way through the zombies coming up the stairs.
Oh.
welcome back. Whoever got disconnected for a second. My thought though was if Glisten is afraid, she would like hide. So can I do that instead of running? That seems like more reasonable.
You can indeed do a hide action instead of running. Let me go ahead and look at everybody's initiatives here. Mark a 4. I'm just making the zombies last because they're zombies.
Very patient zombies.
Nam got 22 again.
My sword is still lit, isn't it?
Yeah, the sword is still lit.
Okay.
Okay, so Nam is first.
Again, can I actually see the zombies from here, or do I only hear the zombies?
You can kind of hear the zombies.
Okay, I'm just going to go over to just where they're looking at, or just wherever they are, and just fire off a stun bolt.
A sunbolt. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hit. For 8 damage.
Oh, that was max. Since I get into melee. Did I have to specify which one, or
Just it's hitting hordes. Fortunately, only one horde at a time can get to you. But
Okay.
right now, so yeah. Let's see.
So you're being bundled up the stairs, I guess, is what.
Yeah. Uh,
Would we have disadvantage since they're trying to get up from down?
okay. So you end up cutting through several of the zombies. You did 8 damage. I'm going to assume that's 2 zombies worth of that horde.
Hmm.
And
Well,
anything else you want to do?
I do have a bonus action still, so I'm going to spend a key point and fire off 2 more sun bolts.
Go for it. The second one does not hit. 5 damage. Okay. Okay. And next is the ghost dog, which rises up, kind of floats into up above into the air right here, and starts turning into the robed form of a woman, screaming in pain. And
Still scared of it.
what?
Still scared of it.
Still scared of it, yes.
Speaking of
It
which,
reaches out, and a bunch of sparkly lights starts pouring over the area.
Over just like all of us, including the zombies, or
All of you, including the zombies, yes.
okay.
You said those guys were running. I didn't think we were close enough. I thought we split.
I'm assuming you were right at the balcony, and so let me see what the range is on on this. It is a 20-foot cube. Those
Oh, that's
squares,
pretty good, yeah.
yeah, it'll hit everybody on that corner, including those 2 hordes of zombies that are there.
Okay.
So give me dexterity saving throws, DC 14.
Mhm.
Ah.
I'll go ahead and use inspiration on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Critical success!
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration on that one too. That's just a reroll, right?
I'll let you do a reroll, yeah. That's fine. It usually gives you advantage, which would usually not be much help. In that case, it wasn't either. But go ahead. Marco, I think you were going to do it as well.
Okay.
You put it anyway, so.
Oh well.
Glissa's just gonna hang out and watch you guys get slaughtered, and then sneak her way out.
The zombies, 2 of the hordes of zombies, and are also sparkly. This is fairy fire. Anybody who's sparkly, and this would be Nom and Arvindor, and the zombies, you have advantage on attacks against them.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, good.
Okay, I thought it was something that would actually hurt us.
No,
But don't they
Well,
have?
I mean, it makes you easier to hit, so.
yeah.
Yeah. But if it was like a blanket thing, then that would.
Okay, Neris.
Alright, she's going to cast Blur on herself.
Is that gonna help?
It will make her harder to hit.
Hmm.
Just a second, because she's about to go start swinging swords at zombies. So, let me just.
She's also acting frightened. And
Yep.
I'm going to change the ghost dog's name real quick here.
There we go. So, it's a concentration spell. That'll last for up to a minute, so that's the next 10 rounds, I think.
Yeah. And give me another wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Probably will not go well, because that's a worst save.
Yep,
That's a 7.
you are still frightened. Glisten,
Yes.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm hidden from where I'm at. Can I see the orc coming up?
Yeah, you can see the dog going up and turning into a ghostly woman.
Okay. I'm wondering, like, because since I'm little and all, I'd probably be aware of how my voice travels because people might have a hard time hearing me at times. So I'm wondering, like, if I call out to the group, can they hear me?
You can try to. I'll bet you roll a stealth roll for it. Yeah.
Okay. Should I say what I want to say and then roll stealth to see if I remain hidden?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna like call out to the group, trying not to be too loud, but I'm gonna say, hey, hey, you big guys, listen up. The thing that's coming up, the scary thing, I don't think it's bad. I think it's whatever these jerk holes kicked out of the place. I don't know if we should hurt it. I'm just saying. And then go ahead
What?
again.
Go and give me the stealth check. Oh, yeah. You guys hear it. Nobody else. She still manages to stay hidden. She's basically. And give me another wisdom save.
Alright. Uh, uh,
You are
oh,
still frightened.
yeah, yeah. Which is why I hit again.
Calva.
Okay. Calva is gonna turn to Norm and go, you may be our only hope, human. Maybe you can turn this battle. And it's going to give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. This is really weird what I'm doing it, but I'm going to turn to the ghostly woman. And I'm going to try and do hideous laugh by saying, you may be a big scary ghost woman, but you can never laugh as hard as you could in real life. And I'm gonna try and hideous laugh her.
Okay, what's your DC?
DC is 13.
Okay. You are frightened of her, so I'm going to give her advantage on the save.
That's fine. Oh,
Did you say bugger?
yes, I said bugger because I'm British.
She.
I never actually heard someone use that for real.
You're not British, you're Cherokee.
No,
I grew up
British
listening to
born.
my sister say bloody all the time because she had this idea that if she used British swears, nobody in America would realize she was actually swearing and she could get away with it.
Wow. The recent popularity of the BBC must have fucked that up.
Yeah.
Well, she's in her 50s now, so.
Bloody hell.
But anyway,
Bloody trousers.
yeah. So yeah, bloody hell is in my vocabulary, and you'll hear me say it occasionally, and a couple other British swears because my sister, and because my parents
Nice.
watched a lot of BBC growing up, British English mysteries and such. Anyway, she kind of
Slight question.
just a moment. She kind of you notice this the spell kind of pushing in, but you kind of lose hold of it because you're trying to force yourself to stare at this thing that is just scaring you spitless, and she pushes it off. Give me another wisdom
Okay.
save. You are no longer frightened, though. You saw a crack in her armor.
Congratulations.
Arvandor.
Yeah, Arvando was trying to figure out what the heck it is that Glissa just said. It's like just the things that they kicked out. Is that the druid? Is that what she's saying?
Give me an intelligence check. Yeah, you think that journal you found talked about how the people came here and put down a druidic order and killed them.
Yeah, I know that, but Arvandar wasn't paying close attention, so I had to think about it.
Yeah, that's the 12. She's thinking that the ghostly woman is the druids that were put down. Give me a quick religion test.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Like, if he thought that was it, he was going to try to invoke the name of a nature deity in their full title to try to get some reason out of the spirit.
Okay, and I apparently just had a doorbell. I'll be right there.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
Not bad.
coming back to a nice surprise.
I gotta ask if they're vulnerable to fire.
The undead, I assume so.
The undead. Since my flame tone actually does
I'm back.
2d8 flame damage separately.
It's the new I wire money home every month to pay my American bills, like school loans that I'm still paying 20 years later.
Good times.
Damn.
And this is the pre-printed wire transfer forms that I order from the post office.
Mm.
You want to share that account number for everybody watching at home?
No. Okay.
But
That's
he raises his shield and he tries to call her to task in the name of Obad High
or yeah.
or whatever.
I usually go with Greek with the real world ones, but we'll go with Obad High. That's fine. Let's see. Also at 21 success, the murder of the druids might very well be the source of the curse.
The mystery.
Yeah,
of the
that makes sense.
If this is a ghost, just destroying the form of the ghost will not permanently deal with things. They'll come back. You have to deal with whatever's the source of driving the soul mad. You can't just get rid of a ghost. But
Just can't get.
yes. But at 21, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh wow.
He's a nice guy. He's trained in persuasion.
I feel like I'm trained in killing.
Oh,
The ghost kind of looks at you a little bit and vanishes. You are still sparkly.
well, I guess that's my turn. Or is there any other actions I should take?
Attacking the zombies.
that I'm going to call that an action. If you have a bonus
Yeah.
action you want to take, you got rid of the
Well, I can
ghost.
cast a spell, but I think they're fine over the zombies.
Okay, Nom.
Again.
So have the zombies moved or
The zombie. Oh, you're right. The zombies. I forgot to do the zombies. The zombies are coming up the stairs and trying to attack. Neris is not sparkly and she is now blurry. So they have. It's going to be attacks on Neris and Calva and Nom, since those were the ones that were at the top of the stairs, I believe. And I'm going to remove Merryoak from the initiative order since you got her to go away.
Just so I know for my own edification, that was done by speaking the name of a nature deity.
It was basically it would be trying to connect with the old personality that's underneath the madness.
Uh-huh.
Basically reminded her of who she was and would make her go away.
Oh, okay.
Gave her a moment of sanity.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Thanks.
it won't last?
Okay, so I'm assuming a 20 hits because even with disadvantage, they rolled a 20.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
20 will hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and on Calva, that is a no. That is, oh, it would only be one because Calva's doesn't have disadvantage and isn't glowing, so that misses. And against Nom, who is glowing, but so there is advantage here. Does 13 hit Nom? I'm thinking no.
No. Armor class is 16.
All right.
Um,
So this means I think a concentration check needs to happen.
yeah. By the way, Neris, you can use your reaction Stone Glance to prevent them from getting close enough to hit you. Actually, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Does it actually have a spell slot, or is it just free?
It's a
It's a
cantrip.
cantrip,
Okay.
but I can just do it as many times as I like.
Well, that's very helpful.
I gave
Right.
I gave a couple petrification style cantrips to the Gorgons. The Stone Glance Stone Glance is the most flavorful one.
Uh, da, 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 da. Let's see. So it makes a Constitution saving throw against 13.
Oh wow, they failed. The entire
Oh.
that entire row of zombies is slowed down and gives you time to break out, and they can't. It means they can't engage. They're blocking the zombies behind them. A lot of you see the zombies turn stone for about 3 seconds, and they move very slowly to the top of the stairs.
Nom's turn.
Okay,
The
Nom.
question is, should I actually go forward and attack with my sword, which would be overkill, or should I just blast them and let those other zombies come up? Actually, wait, can I delay? How does delaying work again?
There is no official rules for it. The way Matt Mercer does it is it lets you hold an action. And you decide what your action is going to be, and you can use your reaction to trigger it. Um, I'm fine with doing it that way.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold and just ready to attack when they get in range, or if the when the next thing gets in range.
Got it.
Oh.
Neris, the ghost is gone, so you're still frightened of it, but it's not around, so it's not going to be triggered. But your turn. Neris?
Can
Say again. I'm getting a little echoing.
Sorry, Neris, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, you are still suffering frightened as of now, but the ghost herself isn't here, so there's nothing to trigger it. So,
So Neris is just gonna come down the stairs and just start swinging at things with the sun sword.
got it. And they are undead, so go ahead and roll the undead entry you had.
Cool. That's a 19,
That definitely hits.
and that's 18 damage.
That cuts through one horde and into the next.
Oh, there's overkill damage.
Against hordes, and especially in one shots, to keep things. So I can have the flavor of hordes
Oh,
in a one, but still keep a one shot fast enough. Yes.
Yep.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but basically you just get this ethereal blade of light just stabs through one, disintegrates it to ash as it goes, and stabs into the one behind it.
Yeah. You cut through about 3 of them.
Oh, ooh.
Okay.
Do they have vulnerability to fire damage?
Let me check.
Because otherwise I gotta redo some calculations. So they just compress them.
Actually, these ones do. Because
Oh,
of the
okay, so I
nature.
gotta redo.
Normal zombies don't. These ones do. And the Sunblade is specifically anti-undead already. Okay, Glisten. The ghost went away.
Mhm. But I'm still frightened, right?
You're still frightened. You're not frightened of anything that you can see.
Right. Um, how many hordes are there? There's only two?
There were two that were on the stairs within range. There are you can kind of hear sounds of more. So there's a probably I'm gonna I split the horde into groups of 5. Um,
Hmm.
so at this point, considering the hit points done, 3, 2. There's about 10, 17 more zombies left. No, that's not right. You killed 5. You killed actually about 8. So there's about 12 zombies left.
Do we have the option mechanically of just leaving and going upward or elsewhere?
Yes, you do.
But why would we?
I was just gonna say, I've been traveling with these guys. Do I get the feeling that they wouldn't go along with that? Okay.
The reason you got stuck in fighting the zombies was because Neris and Calvo were frightened and didn't want to face the ghost, and the way down away from the ghost was down the stairs, which had zombies.
Yeah. And the paladin is like, oh, let's go fight. Okay. I guess I'll just I'm hidden, so I can sneak attack, right?
Yes, you can. And thankfully in this edition, sneak attack works against undead.
Yay!
And constructs.
Yes.
And
Because
Okay,
it makes sense. Constructs and undead have vulnerable spots. That is
like bones.
that is in myth as far back as any myth.
Shoot it in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I dagger then?
You can dagger.
Yay. Ugh,
That hits.
man. Done? Nice.
They're zombies.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
nice.
I roll for sneak attack, right?
Yes.
Nice.
That is another horde down.
And then I roll again to attack.
No sneak attack on this one.
Okay. But it did hit, so.
I'm going to remove the +4 because this is offhand and you don't have 2 weapon style. So that's 1 damage. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Glisten and Neris pulled off fairly well there. Go to Calva.
Yeah. It's gonna be really weird, but I want to vicious mockery a zombie.
You can do this. Actually, in
By...
this edition, you can scare zombies. It's amazing.
Remarkable. I just kind of want to go. Look at you! Look at you shambling your way up here. We trying to do the monster dance.
What now?
The monster dance. You know the song?
No, I'm in character.
God damn it!
Good grief. What are they rolling? I can't give them disadvantage. I just rolled again to see what the next... they have a -2. I was like, oh, this will work.
Yeah, but they're brought together by the power of zombie friendship.
Yeah.
2 damage.
Arvandor. Well, the big thing about Vicious Mockery that everybody... The damage isn't the main thing about Vicious Mockery. The main thing about Vicious
Nope.
is disadvantage on attack.
Yep.
Arvandor.
Saving your boss's ass.
Okay, so Arvandor's going to turn around. It's like, hey guys, we got... Oh, you still got those zombies there. Okay. Hang on, I'm coming over. So he rushes down to get in front of the party if possible and starts swinging. And he couldn't turn the unholy, but he kind of likes having all the zombies on top of these stairs.
Plus, there's always the chance you find something worse later.
So yeah, we can deal with these guys. We're fine.
Go for it. Yeah.
He just starts sweeping with his scourge.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go put my birdie to bed.
Bye, Birdie.
Bye, Birdie.
Wait, so wait, would Crom ever actually be able to attack on his delayed action?
Oh yeah, you can. I'll let you go in and move right now before the zombies go. That's fine.
So, right. So I'm just going to move in right next to Avendor and just attack with Flame Tongue.
Go for it. That hits.
Oh, okay.
Zombies.
Just
8. Their AC is 8.
okay. So slashing.
We are now down into the last 5 zombies.
Do I still have a bonus action?
Not when you hold action. No. I'm using Master
Okay.
Archer's rules, so when you hold action, no. On a critical roll, I'm sorry. I'm not sure everybody here watches critical role. I forgot I have cross populations in this group. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right.
Okay. So
I watched D&D Revival from the Let Me Tell You About podcast. Plug that real quick.
Okay. There were originally 5 zombie hordes, but I said the original number was 20, so now they're on the last one. Okay. And the last zombie horde gets to go. And coming up the stairs, it is Nom and Neris and Arvandor.
Do they have disadvantage?
You've got the high ground.
They have advantage against Nom and Arvandor because you're still very tired.
That's true, yeah.
They have disadvantage against Neris because she's blurry.
But did the vicious mockery carry over, or is that zombie horde dead?
It missed. That zombie horde is dead, and that they resisted the vicious mockery anyway.
All right. I just couldn't remember.
Give me an insight check real quick, Calva. I'll deal with it after this in a moment. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Doing Neris first, since you have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
They miss.
Wait,
Did
really?
anybody get hurt yet?
Uh,
I probably will be.
no, nobody got hurt because Neris defended herself with Stone Glance.
Okay. What?
Okay, so sorry, Nom, since you're up higher than Arvindor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately they didn't move into range, so Stone Glance doesn't help. They're already in range.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have reminded you about it. Okay, so that is a critical hit and is 18 Arvindor's AC.
Arvindor has an AC of 19.
Arvindor does not get hit, even with them having advantage on attack. Sorry, Nom. Nom is getting nommed.
Great. I shall burn these zombies really hard.
It's like we learned a valuable lesson in naming your character today.
If I see that Nom is getting attacked, can I use cutting word?
This not...
Yes, you can. It'll make it not a critical hit.
Okay. I have to remember this. It's
1d6.
1d6. And I'm just gonna shout out and I'm gonna go, you stupid zombies couldn't even hit with Bar's call if you needed to.
Okay.
So I can't tell what you really take the sport out of this.
Yeah, if you had rolled a 4 or higher, I would have removed the 4 from the damage, but since you only rolled a 1, I'm going to remove the 1. So you take 5 damage, Nom.
Okay. Alright for potions of healing.
Yeah. Okay,
Somebody.
So
back up
Nom,
to Nom. Nom, while being nommed, is now your turn, Nom.
I'm just going to be really angry and attack them with Flame Tongue again.
Go for it.
Okay.
Nom, whatever you do, don't bite him back. Eye for an eye is not the solution with zombies.
Actually,
Actually,
Arvindor, that's legitimate. Whatever it looks like, what you've been able to understand, this curse initiates when people eat something.
okay.
Can whoever made that joke get inspiration? I'm
Yeah.
giving it back.
Yeah.
Oh no, does that mean my snakes are going to turn into zombie snakes?
Oh, shit.
No.
And they're on your head too.
No, the snakes will not get turned into zombie snakes.
So does that kill the rest of the horde?
Yeah, that kills the rest of the horde.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your insight wasn't enough to give you any information, but the zombies do go down into burning corpses. They look like what you would expect for burning corpses. The ones that died to the sunblade kind of turned to ash. However, you're starting to notice there aren't as many bodies as you would expect, even accounting for the ones that just dusted.
Right now, Nam is just going to drink a potion of healing and just torch all of the bodies he can see.
Alright, so once everything's calmed down and we're out of combat now, so Neris will sort of recompose herself, sheath the sword, walk up to Calper, put her hands very firmly on his shoulders and lean right into his face and say, "Don't ever do that again."
Whatever you say, lovely.
Exactly in my health.
Exactly what you needed. Okay.
Yeah. Who needs a paladin?
You're unsure whether you felt your legs start to solidify.
Who?
Calva.
Calva literally just has a face of like, I don't really care.
And then she sort of backs off, giving him the sort of "I'm watching you" gesture.
Okay. Anything you want to do while besides burning the corpses or anything?
Well, of course, like Arvindor's gonna be like, guys, I was talking to the ghost, we had a little chat, I had a vision. I know why we got zombies.
Did you get hit on the head before you did it?
Origin of this curse and how it's related to the druids being attacked and rejected.
You got a minor thing. You do definitely think it wasn't really a vision so much as a realization. But yeah, you think actually, go ahead and give me a wisdom check. See if you do get a vision.
Anyhow, you might have been excited.
Make it a full wisdom save. There we go. So that would be an extra +2, so that's a 16. Okay. You get an image. First of all, for a brief moment, you saw maybe what she looked like in life. That wasn't a human woman. If you had to guess, you'd probably say she was some kind of fae. Not an elf, something else. But you think that when she was killed, or something else related to her death, the despair was enough to tie this place to the Shadowfell and create this curse. And the whole conflict is that the other undead in the area are the spirits that ended up causing her to die. So they're in sort of a constant state of conflict with each other.
Yeah.
And he, of course, relates this with everybody.
I would like to hear how he relates this, please.
Okay. So this lady, she ain't no person. She's a person. She's a person, but not like a person, like the Fae people.
Are you saying I'm not a person now?
Well, not really. I mean, but you are a person, just not.
Later,
They
we talk
didn't
about this
deserve
later.
a horde
Go ahead.
here.
So she was related to these druids, right?
Mm.
And so when they kicked the druids out, they had to deal with her. But Fae, they don't usually work like people do. So somehow in the process, she ended up killed or worse. And so that ended up having an impact with the guys here and led to these events where they started getting cursed. And then they started feeding into her, and she started feeding into them. And we got some kind of vicious ghost cycle.
Mm.
And how do you suggest we break it?
Well, you know that's going to be that the center of this problem's in the Great Hall. You think for the moment it might be safe to go there, because that sense of conflict's not there, so it might be the ghost's domain. You don't think the zombies or the cannibals will go into there. And
It might be,
she
it might
might
be a case of more if something got desecrated, that could be what's sort of being the central linchpin.
All right, so we need to get back down in there. But we
Pushing
should
that
probably.
around the table.
Ghosts, they tend to repeat themselves, so she's probably not going to be at peace very long.
you've got maximum of 12 hours, but it's more likely going to be somewhere between 1 and 5.
All right,
How?
so let's
So
head
what
down
is
and take a look in the hall.
Take an extended rest down there.
Before we go, Crom just looks for the zombies that bit him and just subs them a bit extra hard.
guys, for what it's worth, when I checked in there earlier, it seemed like the ghost was at peace before anybody screwed around with it, before they realized we were here. I mean, I don't know if it's going to come into play later, but I felt like it was worth bringing up, I guess.
If it really is a cycle, then it's going to repeat. And this place will be zombie infested forever if it does repeat.
Also, the zombies you saw were a variety of different modes of dress. They weren't all from the same country or place. So this place has been collecting.
Mm. So, like, if those bandits had made it inside, they probably would have joined the zombies.
Yes.
In fact, when you look back towards where the zombies were, all the bodies are gone.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, at least they clean up after themselves.
Crom just goes over and looks over the balcony into the Great Hall. Just to see what's there with his own eyes.
It's a big empty. It's kind of empty. It looks like there's a lot of stacked up chairs to the side. It looks like the bandits were using it a little bit. There's a massive stone table about 15 feet on a side there.
Did you say on its side or on a side, like the side of the road?
On each side, it's about 15 feet long. That
Oh,
gray square you see is the massive stone table.
okay.
How much of a drop is it from the top to the bottom?
Let's see. It's one story, so about 15 feet.
Oh, okay, I can just slow fall that.
It would be a slow fall for the monk. Everybody else, it would be acrobatics check of about a DC 12. And the
Yeah, I'll take
Well,
this.
and
I have rope.
yeah, the the pixie can fly.
You have rope and we have stairs.
If we go down there, I can quite easily get us a ladder down.
Okay,
Oh,
but
that's
maybe
right. You have ladders.
Yes, I have 3 ladders.
You,
Okay, but-
you have 3 ladders?
I have
Have you
3
been stealthy
ladders.
with them?
Okay, while Calva explains that to Angel Boy over there, I want to fly down and check for traps.
Give me an investigation thing.
Like, wait, is it a gnomish battle ladder?
No, it's just a little piece of fabric that can turn into one.
I got a
Does
10.
not sound very sturdy.
You don't see any traps, but when you're looking around, you catch sight of what the base of the table is.
Uh-huh.
It's the stump of a very large tree.
Oh man, I think I know what it is. Like
Can we
out
just
of character, I do.
Yeah,
What do I
same.
roll?
Go
Would
ahead.
it be an Arcana?
It would be a Arcana check with advantage because you're Fey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me what you think it is.
I think that she was in a Nearad and they took her freaking tree.
Dryad, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm correct?
Yeah.
And Glisson now knows this, right?
Yeah. Given the size of the tree, she wasn't just
Mhm.
any Dryad.
Oh. So she was like an ancient tree then.
Yeah.
Oh man. Um, can
And,
I do? I'm sorry.
and they didn't just kill her and kill the tree. That might not have been enough. They built a table out of it and they ate their food on it.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I just gotta say, Calva, I was wrong. This ladder is great. These leather grips
Exactly.
on the strings.
Exactly. I told you this ladder is perfect. All I need to do is take a picture of my room.
Is that them coming down the ladder now to join me?
Yeah.
You guys are supposed to wait till I report on traps, you know. There aren't
They're
any.
getting impatient. I couldn't help it.
I'm just slow falling down. So who
The
needs
wire-
ladders? I can just slide down the wall.
Nom wire foos down.
Can you
Okay,
repeat that?
nobody go near this table. It's not trapped, but it is really important. If
So
you
do we
touch this
remove the table
I
or do we
will
torch the table?
stab you. No, don't even.
Okay.
So we just leave the table.
Looking up at the ceiling, is there a clear line through the roof of the entire keep, or is there a floor in the way?
There is a floor in the way. The Lord's floor is up above.
Okay.
Okay, you guys.
I'm wondering whether breaking this place open to the sunlight would help.
Can I
Give
tell you
me.
what I found out first?
Yeah, go ahead. Relay how you found out.
Okay. Okay, and I look at them all very seriously, and it's maybe hard to make out because my face is quite small, but I'm very upset by what I've discovered, and I'm not as loud as usual when I'm speaking, but and I look at them and I say, "This is not a table. This is sacrilegious, but not religious. This tree had a soul, a dryad. They cut her down and made furniture out of her and ate on her. And so no wonder she's pissed off. So don't touch the table, and if anybody puts fire anywhere near it, I will have your balls. Understood?
Yes,
So what about these other chairs? Are they part of the?
I
That's
think,
part of the
I think that would
Those are
actually.
those are more modern. They're probably fine. They probably came from trees around the area, normal trees. They have that same sort of looking like they're decaying, but are strangely structurally sound still that the rest of the keep has. But
Nice.
give me a quick religion check, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make the reasonable assumption that those chairs are trapped because everything else decaying like that has been a trap?
Yeah.
Okay, don't sit in the chairs.
torch the chairs?
No.
They trapped the chairs too? Seriously?
We leave the chairs alone.
Who was the industrious zombie behind this keep?
It's not a zombie. It's a dryad that was
I don't
murdered
think,
and
I
then.
don't think the ghosts set traps.
Okay.
With all due respect.
Calva
Really?
and Neris, um, Arvindor, for your case, the description of what she said, what has happened to this dryad, completely explains the whole cannibalistic thing. The dryad felt like she was cannibalized by the humans that killed her and then desecrated her tree. So she has infected everybody that stays here with a hunger.
Oh man.
Nom, you probably can get a little bit of that as well because you got an equivalent roll. Not quite. You get close. It sounds like it goes together. I have a tendency to adjust difficulty rolls based off backgrounds.
So is the table freestanding, or is it like a tree trunk that was carved into a table?
It's a tree trunk that had a vast piece of granite put on top of it. It's basically look what we conquered type thing.
My first thought would be break the granite off and get it off the tree trunk.
I agree with you with that.
Listen, I don't suppose you know how to properly respect a dead dryad tree, do you?
Crumb turns to Avendor. Perhaps you could try talking to her again on friendlier terms. Ask her what needs to be done to remove this curse.
Would I know about respectful death rituals for Dryad?
There should be a seed somewhere that would need to be replanted.
I'm going to underneath the table.
So I would actually kind of nod and say, that's probably actually a smart idea, and I sound quite astonished that it came from him.
From who?
Arvindor?
Yes.
If there is a seed from a dryad tree floating around here anywhere, my guess would be it would probably be in the Lord's chambers. I can imagine someone like that taking it as a trophy.
Yes,
Probably
okay.
right.
You can also know that probably breaking the table would probably help. Breaking the granite part of the table at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I think actually, because Neris might not be on good terms with the family, but she is still an elf, so she does still. She's more upset than she's letting on.
In this setting, Medusa is a fae as well. She kind of is a goddess that is no longer directly worshipped, except for by occasional non-monstrous gorgons.
Not that Neris knows about that, but
yeah. I think you may have noticed that there's one ability that says snake-like entities see you as a mediator, except for Medusas, who will instantly hate you as soon as they meet you.
Yeah, I'm not high enough level to get that yet.
I know.
But I think at some point during this conversation, just without actually saying anything to anyone, Neris is just going to march up to the table, ignite the sun sword, and just stab it and just start trying to carve the granite in half to make it break off the table. Okay. Even if that doesn't work, she's just going to do it to try and make herself feel better.
Okay. Roll for me damage as if against undead.
And Glissa kind of calls out, "Be careful of the stump."
She doesn't listen. I'll have to do that. And then 9.
That is enough. The table sort of starts splitting in half and crumbling off to either side of the stump. And what's left is a dry kind of rotted stump that is vaguely hollowed out.
I have an idea that I want to float to the GM.
Go ahead.
I was wondering if Glisten can take I can't remember his name ever. Arvindor, if she can take him aside and work out some sort of respectful cleansing ritual we might be able to work out quickly for the stump while we're here.
Yeah, I think you can do that. That will work out fine between the two of you.
For
Yeah.
now, Crom just tries moving the granite slabs fully off the stump.
Yeah.
Just helping out a bit.
Yeah, Cal's like trying to do that with his like magic mage hand, but he's not actually like moving from where he stands. He's just like commanding the hand to do it.
I don't think Mishan can move that much.
When you destroy the stump and start doing the kind of all of you are doing the different kind of rituals around it, uh, this area feels a lot more safe.
Mm.
You kind of get the
Sure.
feeling that you may have gotten on the good side of the Dryad, however much of a good side remains.
Fair.
Hmm.
Okay. Is everyone done what they're going to do now to clean up? I assume. All right. I think we need to go get that seed.
Up to the Lord's quarters.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, and because we're getting about 20 minutes left, I'm going to just skip it up to that point
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
because we're getting close to the end of the 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see here. Hello, Blob.
Gee. We have to cut the
Gross.
It's getting bigger.
getting worse.
And now I can move it. Yay.
It grows. It consumes.
I just want the ending screen to just be the giant blob covering the entire map. When
It looks like a watermelon.
It does a bit.
And now it's trying not to give me the chance to alter its shape.
Just delete it and put a new one.
That's what I'm
That
doing.
cast resist.
The final dot with the final room was the party token all along.
No, you are the zombie.
And then everybody was a zombie.
There we go. Okay, so you've been moving through. You've been catching sight of and sound of undead pushing through. You're pushing ahead of them, though. They're definitely coming from out of the bottom.
Okay.
And now you're at the doors. There's going to be a small. There's a small antechamber here, and then goes into the Lord's hallway. The Lord's chamber is this last bit up here.
Can I suggest?
Go on.
Can I suggest that I roll a few stealth investigation checks to try to get through and see which room we need exactly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
How many should I roll?
Oh, the 25. Oh, the 25 is a stealth. The 22 the 19 investigations plenty.
Okay, so I just kind of work my way through the different rooms, looking for either a trophy room or the actual chambers.
Okay, before you get into it, you're going to run into actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it's this room. This room up here, the one I did originally.
Mm.
And before you go in it, you feel both a resonance of the Feywild and the Shadowfell.
Oh. I don't know lore that much, but I get some feeling those two wouldn't like brushing up against each other too much.
No.
Okay.
They usually don't touch.
Yeah.
They usually touch the prime material. So they're not usually adjacent to each other. Having them adjacent to each other is very unnatural.
Yeah. I'm really uncomfortable.
There are non-evil things in the Shadowfell, but
Yeah, by and large. Um, okay, so I would then return to the group.
Neris, meanwhile, would just like to hurt something. She's
Oh dear.
getting very worked up about this whole thing.
Hmm.
Calvan, for once, has the most blankest expression ever. Usually he has like a small smile. His face is just completely blank.
Arvindor, he's just twirling his flail, kind of bouncing on his heels a little. He's ready to get in there.
Mm.
I was just looking around, trying to listen for anything else that might be trying to move around us.
Give me a perception check.
Right. That'd
Okay.
be a good idea. It's pretty good roll.
Yeah, that's enough roll. You hear shuffling about, not shuffling about. You hear the sounds of sharpening blades on the other side of the door, where Glisten says that she thinks that the acorn is.
Okay, before he does anything else, Arvindor's going to turn to the other guy. It's like, okay, now this is one creature, so we need to pick one guy.
Can you repeat that? What?
I'm going to cast a protection from evil on somebody.
Who's going to be in front most?
Yes, it should go to someone who's going to be up and.
I mean, I'm probably going to get there, but I've got probably the highest. So we're probably going to have somebody else who's going to be pretty up close to and exposed.
Crom, probably, because he doesn't have blur.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Neris is going to be casting a different spell. So.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. No.
Okay, he takes a minute and he busts Nom with the Fortitude of Harmonious. Like, look, he's got your back in there, buddy.
Hopefully, it won't be needed.
Oh, we're going to need it. Let's not be silly.
I'd like to point out that Glisten made it clear that what they're going into is really wrong. Like, whatever we expect to find is probably a little worse. I mean, these two planes are not supposed to be together.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So we should go in not expecting anything.
Just-
No.
We should
No,
take them by surprise.
Whatever
she's
is it.
saying that we go in there expecting everything.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but if we go in expecting everything, we'll get everything plus something else. I don't know what that other thing is.
She's basically saying.
I just got the reasoning.
Crom is just staring at him.
Okay, I'm opening the.
Then Neris just sort of rolls her eyes and goes, out of the mouths of babes and humans.
Oh my goodness.
When you say that, Cal just like clicks his fingers and goes invisible.
Are you going to help this time?
Of course I'm going to help. I'm just going to also do stuff that helps me because I get hit quite easily.
The first time she does something, she's going to get revealed. Unfortunately, like a spell or an attack, she'll get revealed. But she'll get a surprise. She'll get a surprise round almost out of it.
Yeah.
To be clear, I wouldn't have breached that door, or is there like, was there like a crack?
You did not need to breach the door. What you feel in there is the Feywild. It's a little pig of the Feywild, which you think is the acorn, and the Shadowfell, which you think is probably the focus of the colonists, the murderers. Whatever leads the murderers is in there.
The avarice and gluttony, perhaps?
Yeah.
My question more so pertained to if I was able to get a look inside for any sort of layout.
It's a bit. You did not. I'm going to say that you stopped when you felt the, especially given your
Mm-hmm.
extreme role playing reaction. You stopped when you felt the resonance of both things. So no.
That sounds legit. Okay. Um, so, who is the most distracting person in our group? Like,
The pixie.
well, that I can hide behind, I mean.
Probably Arvindor.
Or the bard, but the bard is invisible.
I would
Okay.
probably say it's the paladin who thought that if you're going to be expecting more than you expect, that you should expect nothing, so that way you get only a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take the lead. I'll stun him with my brilliance.
Indeed.
Go ahead and do that.
Why
Or
are
I
you
just
why are
stand
you
over here
carving into that bullet with a knife? Well, you know that saying that somewhere out there there's a bullet with your name on it.
No.
No. What does that mean?
Never mind.
You're starting to hear more moaning coming from the stairwell, from the hallways.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Okay,
I suggest we get
everybody into the room.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm opening the door and I'm stunning them with my
otherwise
brilliance.
Neris is going to go in ahead.
Okay, roll initiative, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait, did you roll a 2? Oh, you rolled a 2.
it's like you move in reverse for the round, straight into the zombies on the stairs. Guys, hope I got no bugism.
So you're going to go on the last. I'm going to go ahead and add some zombies because Marco is open. Arvindor is opening the door. Therefore,
See, that's what's taking me so long. I have to open the door slowly first. It's like, wait for it.
Oh my god.
Wait for it. Arvindor, the door's already open. Wait for it.
Just go.
okay. So you open the door and inside are what look they can't be the captain the lord of the manor or the lord of the lady of the manor. It looks like a soldier, a warrior. You would guess it's that captain of the guard that made the journal. Dressed up, he's got a wide uh, grimace to his face, very sharp teeth, pale skin. He's holding a sword, and to his side are two kind of bestial, slavering figures as well that are kind of dressed in tatters of guard clothing.
Can I ask a couple of clarification things real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, we do still have the journal, correct?
Yes, you do.
And when we were perusing the journal, when the journal first began to when it ended, was the person writing it, do we get a feel for if they were like actually good and then went loco crazy bad?
Oh,
or if they
no.
were kind of shitheads?
He was definitely, I mean, you get the feeling he was an active participant in a torture pit somewhere on this facility. Well before he went undead and got a taste for human flesh.
Wow. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't want to, say, hey, don't destroy them. Maybe just send them on to the next plane. Now you can just kill the shit out of this guy. All right.
Glisten, give me a
Neris
quick.
would not have listened anyway.
Actually, everybody can give me. You've been traveling through here. Everybody, give me another insight check.
Wow.
We are not insightful.
Oh, Arvindor!
Oh, really?
I'm a people person.
That's hilarious.
Okay, everybody
I love
else
it.
is focused on the problem of undead and zombies. Arvindor, you probably think the more uh, uh, more intelligent the undead are among the physical ones, the ones that are the cannibalists, the cannibals, the more evil, the more they accepted it, the more evil they were to begin with. Likely, the more powerful they got in when they came undead. The shambling hordes of undead zombies are likely the manifestations of people that are still resisting.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's all he says out loud.
Yeah.
Like, what?
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 But you do open the door and says it, and he does say it took you long enough to get in here. And listen, and Nom, you are first.
Okay. So I'm just wait. So there's Can I do a quick perception check just to see what the other two look like? Are they full zombies or are they more solid?
They all
Or
look kind of solid, but you know that once you've been noticing that once things are defeated, the corpse kind of vanishes. Um, but go ahead and give me actually a religion check more
okay.
than a perception check. Perception check is seeing thing. Religion check is knowing what it is, especially with undead.
Religion is believing.
Wow. Okay, what you are looking at is a white and two ghouls, or close enough to it anyway.
So wait, what can they? Is that enough to know like what sort of dangers they present or any special abilities they might have?
Well, if the ghouls can paralyze everybody except
Oh,
Neris.
that's
Technically they can, but I have advantage on the set.
No, Neris, you're an elf. They're ghouls, not ghasts.
Oh, okay.
okay. And the right can do anything immediately special or
Wraiths can drain life.
ah. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and go up to the closest ghoul and attack it with flame tongue.
Okay.
No. And then is that enough to kill it or
Wait a minute. No, it's not enough to kill it. But that is a
okay.
lot of damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say still that's a good hit.
And then I'm just
That's
gonna
bad.
actually I'm just gonna punch it this way. Oh wait, paralyzing touch. No, I shouldn't. I'm just gonna spend the key point to radiant sunbolt twice in its face.
Got it?
In
So
face.
And that's a critical.
Both hit.
It got a crit.
oh, 2 seconds. So almost okay.
Yeah,
What
that
it-
one
what
is
it-
almost dead already.
Okay, and I'll also shout what they are and what they can do as they're doing.
Yeah, ghouls can have a paralyzing touch, and whites can drain life. Also, if any of these three kill somebody, they might come back as an undead. Almost certain. They are um, ghouls are the closest thing D&D has to Romero style zombies, where the curse spreads.
Mm. Oh, okay. Oh, firstly, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're kind of a halfway point between zombies and wendigos.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I remember that Pokemon evolution tree.
Oh dear.
And
Okay.
I believe Glisten, you get to go as well.
Okay. I am not sure if I can do this or not. I don't want to engage the enemy. I want to look for the acorn.
Perception check. Yes.
Do I get any sort of advantage to this for my thievingness?
You can do it as a bonus action, and I'll give you advantage because you're Fey.
Okay.
Okay. You definitely get a sense of it being on a you know those kind of stands women have to hold their jewelry before
A
they
vanity?
like a vanity, but this is like one of those little
The
things
things like the
that holds a
like
necklace,
a bust down a head.
like a bust
A
on a head,
bust?
like a wig stand or whatever. That but
Oh, okay, yeah, I know
th-
what you mean.
there is a kind of shiny acorn there that's attached to a chain.
Mm. Humans are the worst. I'm gonna try to get to it. That's gonna be my move.
Okay. Give me. You're going to take. It'll. I'm going to say it'll take your move action to get over there. You still have an action if you want to like throw a dagger at somebody.
Um, there's one that's like almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me try to take them out then.
Always the
Uh,
smart thing in D&D.
yeah.
Kill the enemy first.
Uh-huh. Um, if I
Also,
do
low hit points doesn't reduce their ability to act. So
to kick the shit out of you.
focus fire. That
Do
hits.
I get do I get sneak attack for that or?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Well, sneak attack isn't needed.
Yeah,
Oh,
you do
yeah,
get.
but still.
I do like. It is fun to see how badly things die.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, at this point, the zombies are one round away from being able to take part, but okay, that one is dead. Let me. Do you want high or low? Tell me high or low, Glisten.
Hi.
Okay, unfortunately, it's the ghoul that's further down the tree.
Oh damn.
Okay, Calva.
Okay. So I'm invisible. Let's see what I can do. Okay. I'm going to try and make the reef laugh with hideous laughter. So I'm going to do that by saying, you know, you remind me of someone I read out of the book. It wasn't the greatest, but it gave me a good laugh. Maybe you can do the same.
Oh my goodness! You come visible, but the right starts laughing, chuckling
Yes!
hideously.
Great.
So it is now incapacitated
Yeah,
for up to a minute.
it keeps
If
getting a
it
chance
takes
to save every round, but yeah.
every round and
And
each time
also
it
when it
takes
takes
damage.
damage, which
Yeah.
is going to
Yes,
happen.
it does.
Okay, the ghoul gets to go. Let me roll its intelligence. Ghouls are slightly smarter than zombies, but not smart enough. He goes charging after Nom because Nom attacked Nom attacked the other one.
Okay.
What's your AC?
16.
He misses. He's latching out at you with his dirty, rotty claws, but he misses.
None just yells out, "You're next."
Actually, that was his bite attack I rolled for, but oh well. Okay.
Okay, so
And
instead of
Neris.
Alright? Neris is, while the melee people are sort of going in and getting stuck in there. She's basically just going to march into the room, looking daggers at the white, raises her hand up above her head, it starts to crackle with blue lightning, and she's going to cast Witch Bolt, and I'm going to spend a sorcerer point to make it a twinned spell, so that it hits the white and the ghoul.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I would also like to spend my inspiration now to get advantage on the...
Go for it.
Yeah, now, the thing I'm not entirely sure about it is because it's just a spell attack but bonus rather than a saving throw or anything. Should I roll 2 attacks separately or use 1 attack for both?
Roll 2 attacks separately.
Okie doke. This is one I actually didn't put on my sheet, so I'll just have to manually do 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
I should have noticed it earlier. Oh well.
Alright. What's the syntax for rolling advantage? So,
Just
2d20?
in general, there is no syntax. There is a syntax for it, but I don't know what it is. I've never actually used it. I usually just roll
I'm just
twice.
going to have to roll 4d20s then.
Yeah.
Don't you have the attack? Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, I forgot to put Witch Bolt in. So, first Witch Bolt for the white.
No. Wow.
I rushed in wrong.
No.
You're rolling
Yeah,
one
I put
one
instead of
S20.
1d20.
One S20 is a completely different thing.
Yep. Let's try that again.
One tricky one again. That's why it's always a 1.
So that's a 17 to
That
hit the
hits.
white. And the ghoul,
Even more.
22.
That is also a hit.
Alright, so 2 blue lightning bolts just burst out from her palm and earth themselves into the 2 undead. And they're both going to take 1d12 lightning damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
Alright.
I'm letting you concentrate on both because twin spell
Yep.
sorcerer makes sense that it's one spell
Oh, yeah.
twinned. So
So that's 8 damage to the white,
Doesn't that spell get
and
bonus
6 damage to the ghoul.
I'm looking up to see if it gets charisma damage. Most don't. That is a rare ability for spellcasters.
No, Witch Bolt doesn't. It's just a straight 1d12 damage.
Okay.
There are classes where that's a class ability to add your ability thing.
Yeah, because
That's the downside of being a spellcaster to a melee.
I want to point out. Okay.
And now I can basically just keep that up and automatically do that much damage to them every turn.
Yes,
Nice.
it is a very nice spell.
Oh, that's useful.
I'd like to point out, just for flavor's sake, that when the lightning bolt happens, the thing kind of stiffens up a little bit because past life shit.
As a note,
Another.
this might be a time to go Azmar.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello, Avendor. As a note, this might be the best time to trigger your Azmar ability.
What
You
does
want me
that
to
do?
fly into the ceiling?
Well, it gives you bonus radiant damage to your attacks.
Oh, okay.
Also, Glisten will like you more.
It's not my turn yet, though, is it? I thought it was the whites.
It is the whites. Just a moment, yeah.
It was just giving you a heads up about it. You know?
The white spins its round, chuckling and jiggering in electrocution, and it's somehow getting electrocuted is very funny to it.
That is so great. Like,
But
Yes,
it's
you're also a fan of
It
Hulu.
does save and kind of look over at the tiefling. It's like, okay, you're first.
oh shit.
I'd like to see you try.
He says as Neris continues to go Emperor Pal.
Okay, Arvindor.
Okay, see, how far away are those zombies?
they will be able to get into danger. They will get into threatening y'all in the next round. You can move to engage them right now.
Okay, well, he's going to go over and he's going to use Turn the Unholy. I don't know if that would catch the ghouls and the white also, but he definitely wants to burn the zombies off with it.
Go ahead, go ahead and use it. That's something they have to save against, isn't it?
I think so. From watching Critical Role, I believe that is correct.
I believe
I'm
so.
looking through my book that's falling apart right now.
It looks like it's just
Go
a
ahead. Apply
straight
inspiration.
radius.
Oh, wait, we can't apply inspiration. We're not doing anything.
It's a 30-foot
It's
radius. You can go to engage the zombies or the whites and ghouls, but the zombies is probably the best. So, wisdom saving throw for the zombies.
Zombies can't be that wise, right? Like, they're
Oh,
zombies.
very.
I don't know. So, some of them saved against my friggin' vicious mockery.
Mm.
Yeah, he like raises the
totally
shield. He's like,
unlikely.
"We are not your foes. We are your salvation.
What is your
Through us will be forgiven by the faith.
what is your DC?
Turn back."
What is your charisma?
His charisma is 17.
That's a +3.
Nice too. So it is a DC 13.
Oh, does that take into account proficiency?
Oh, dang.
It
20.
does. It does. That's why it's a DC 13. It's 8 plus proficiency plus ability. So
Oh,
10 of the zombies start pulling back and away from you. But
we're in a hallway, so would they become a constriction for the rest of them?
they basically vanish.
Oh, okay.
Because basically what's going on is I'm using the stats for like whites and ghouls and zombies, but these things are manifested ghosts.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit that.
Yeah. Do you have a bonus action or anything you want to take?
I'm not sure I have anything to use a bonus action for yet.
Okay. Understood. Then it goes to Glisten and Nom.
well, right now I'm just gonna go for the other ghoul and do a repeat of last turn.
Go for it.
You can. Ooh. That's. Are they vulnerable to flame? Or.
Oh, the last one was, and I forgot to add. I was going to say it because based off of the origin with being connected to the Dryad's curse, but I forgot to do it next time, so we'll say no. These are more powerful
Okay,
anyway.
So they are not vulnerable to flame.
Right. So these are more powerful undead anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend.
But
I'll just spend another point to do more sunboats.
Both of those hit.
There we go.
It's at 1 hit point.
Not for long.
It will probably die when it gets to Neris's turn.
Oh yeah. Well, it'll definitely die because it'll take at least 1 hit.
I will. Killing off this ghoul might be a really good idea, Glisten. On the other hand, you might be able to pile some sneak attack damage on the white.
I mean, like, since it's still getting electrocuted, I feel I probably would know that, so I probably wouldn't bother with it because it's going to go down any minute, right?
It is in the middle of falling apart, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm ignoring that guy. But can I, have I got the necklace? Have I picked that up?
Yeah, you have that. I mean, it's kind of like to you, it's kind of like a crystal skull-sized thing.
Okay. Um, so I have that, and can I put it on so that I don't have to hold it?
That's not going to work being a 1 foot tall pixie.
Okay, I guess and because it's probably a magical item, it wouldn't resize when I'm wearing it.
Well, the acorn itself is a magical item. The chain connected to it is just a chain.
And it's a human-sized chain, so
Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. I think, if I may, I would rather have. I leave it where it is for the moment so that I can use both hands so I can dagger.
Got it?
But I'm staying in front of it to guard it. You know what I mean?
That makes perfect sense, and I'll give you inspiration for that.
Nice.
I'm also giving actually inspiration for the. I should have done this earlier. When you made me laugh about the we should expect nothing. That deserves inspiration. Okay.
That whole situation. Anyway. Um. Okay. One dagger.
That one misses.
Bummer.
You don't use inspiration to re-roll it.
Okay. So 16.
Checking. Yes, that hits.
Yay.
And sneak
That's
attack.
8. Do I still get sneak attack? Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
It is not.
Oh, yeah, because they're.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They have to be specifically immune to sneak attack, which they are not.
Yeah, because they're engaged with my compatriots, right?
Yeah.
Is that why I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I can dagger again, yes?
You can indeed go the other dagger because you still have it.
Oh, I think that one hits.
That one hits.
8.
Except for that was your offhand, so the +4 doesn't reach. We forgot to build.
Okay.
We forgot to build an offhand for you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So, you still hit?
That is still hits, so that's gonna be 18 damage from the pixie puts a dagger in the back of his skull. Brings him down to 19. There we go. And Calva.
I turn to the right and I go, you
Right.
think you can hit me? But how can you do it when you're already hitting yourself? And I'm going to vicious mockery him.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
He's
yes,
really
I am
insulted.
happy.
Roll them
doesn't
for
need
3
to
damage.
Clearly, he was already feeling pretty shitty about a fucking Fae getting him in the back.
Yeah.
And then that just added insult to injury, and he's just like, what's going on with my life?
You're going to taste glorious between my teeth.
Really? I thought the demon blood would just make me taste like a bubble blue. What?
And the ghoul gets to go and tries to hit, this time with claws instead of biting, is going to try to hit Nom.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use protection to give him a disadvantage on the attack.
Well,
Just in case.
he already does have disadvantages because of the buff or protection
Right.
from evil.
No, the vicious mockery's on the white. You have +2 to your AC on top of everything else because protection from evil is on you.
Yeah.
And protection, and he has disadvantage. Let's see if he rolls a fumble. Because of the protection is a reaction thing. It just makes sense to use it since Arvindor's next to you. Actually, no, Arvindor can't because Arvindor's dealing with zombies.
I don't think he hits either way.
Yeah, he doesn't hit it at all because he rolled an 11 to begin with. So, Nom, it misses.
Okay.
Neris.
Right.
I have a feeling I know what your action is.
Yep, she's going to keep the witch bolt going. Damage to the white is 2. And for the ghoul, 10.
Which the
Get a bit
ghoul
of
incinerates because it was at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Are we using
And
opportunity?
that branch of the witch bolt sort of fizzles out and just sort of splits apart and disappears into nothing, and then she focuses the energy back in on the white.
What was the question?
Are we using opportunity attacks if he moves past me?
Yeah,
With
I
the range?
do. Yeah, if he leaves your AoE, if he tries to leave you to go get to Calva, which
Mhm.
he might right now because he's completely focused on
Pissed.
her.
And
Him, sorry. I'm terrible. I complain about that when
It's a
people.
Fae.
Yeah,
It's the same either way.
I complain about that when people misgender the my characters and I play female, and I'm doing it to you. I apologize, man.
I think it's because of the A at the end of Calva. It seems like a feminine name.
Yes.
Yeah, I just feel a little bit hypocritical about it. Anyway, it is Neris. Do you have any bonus actions you can take?
Not really, no.
May I suggest, and the GM can tell me if this is like total bullshit.
Go ahead.
Because the first creature just rolled out, and it was a connected attack of lightning. Could it for her bonus attack? Could it roll over onto the weight?
No, that would be as part of the spell. Would make it more than a first level spell. It would be nice though.
Okie dokie.
But let's see. When it moves, Neris has stone glance, and Nom has opportunity attack. So this will be
Mhm.
amusing.
Freaking kill it.
Let's see if it manages to make its wisdom save. No, it does not. I gave it a
Nice.
DC 15
Yay.
on that.
So I just roll an attack right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that just barely hits.
And
And he's out.
Yes.
so I just turn around and decapitate him with a flaming sword.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay. Neris doesn't even have to turn him into stone for a round.
Mhm.
The lightning on him goes flickering out as he dies.
Yep.
Arvindor, you have 2 groups of zombies still in front of you.
They didn't disappear with him.
No. They will go when the curse goes.
All right. So,
Well, you understand he's not permanently gone either. He will eventually reconstitute like a day or so.
Unless
I guess let's go ahead and use Radiant Soul. Get that started.
Okay.
That is an action though, so
Okay.
I guess I'll just keep on the line then.
Got it. So you moving forward now. The zombies are going to attack you. Let's see if they hit. And that is a no because your AC is 19. So the 2 hordes of
Nice.
zombies failed to hit you. You're the only one in contact with them, so they only get 1 attack against you. It is back up to Nom.
So how far away is he? Is he within 40 feet?
Yeah, he's within 40 feet.
All right, then I'm just going to go over and help with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Turn a zombie horde, I guess. 3. And they're vulnerable to flame, right?
Yeah, these
So-
are vulnerable to flame. We
Okay.
established that earlier, so that's 16. That is almost
And
done with one of them.
okay, and then I'm going to spend my last key point to use Radiant Single twice again. One on...
It
Oh,
hits
wait,
on both. It hits on both.
Okay, so one on the last... One on the zombie horde I just hit, and the other on the other zombie horde. Since
Yeah,
is
I'm doing overkill zombie damage with hordes anyway. So
okay.
down to a single horde.
So I just soloed the entire horde and then some.
You still,
Flavor-wise,
yeah, you do hear more howling and cackling deeper in the thing, deeper in the castle. May I suggest, Glisten? You had a relatively high perception roll, but you were working specifically for the necklace before.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll perception again.
okay. 19.
Oh yeah.
Okay. In your state of a little bit of relief and looking around, you glance to the side and you notice a secret door.
Ooh. How big is the door?
Big enough for people.
Is there a
It's
crack in
about
it?
it's
Or...
a slender. It's in a closet. It's about a slender 5 foot tall door. Most people would have to duck under it. Most humans would have to duck under it, and maybe about 2-3 feet wide. Very slim fit, but it's a secret door.
Hmm. Okay.
Which is not mentioned in that journal at all. That journal mentions a secret door over here, which actually you would know that door. So it was okay that I revealed it. So there is that door here, and I'll go ahead and reveal the dungeon area since this was the captain of the guards. There we go.
Okay.
That's the other dungeon.
Now, we know that there is like a really bad place full of undead, right? Like,
Yeah.
You know this?
But this doesn't seem to connect to that, you don't think. You don't feel the Shadowfell from there.
Mm. Uh, I'd like to call like someone else over because I can't open the door, I don't think.
Okay.
So I guess,
Nom is
I'll
fighting
call-
zombies, so
right.
probably Calva.
Yeah, I'll call Calva over and ask him to open the door, and then I'll look at Neris, and I feel like I probably sense that Neris is just as upset by this situation as I am, and I would say, can you take her and take care of her and gesture to the acorn?
And so Daenerys looks over, looks back, gives you a nod, and goes to take the acorn and goes to squeeze into the secret door.
I held the door open for her.
Okay.
And I'd like to just. I'm sorry.
Okay, then. Neris and Calva are going through the door. Arvindor, you're seen behind this last zombie horde. You're seeing more the shadowy shapes more on the head, and you can hear incoherent voices ordering people forward. So it sounds like there's a bigger horde. You are still in combat with this one in front of you, but it won't be long before the next set comes.
Okay.
May I have called out to them at least to let them know there's an escape route this way?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing
Okay.
that could have happened.
Okay.
And how does this thing work? Check.
I can hear you.
No, I was checking an ability.
Okay.
So we can attack then move, right?
Yes, you can. You can attack, move, and then you can move, attack, and move again. Everybody has spring attack in this edition.
It's so good. You don't have to just stay still to full attack.
Okay.
You do have inspiration, I believe.
That is true.
You can go ahead and use it, and use the flail at the bit there.
Still not great.
Yep.
And
Well, they have an AC of 8, so.
if that hits, we're going to use. Where is it? I was looking at it a minute ago.
It does hit. It does hit. So go ahead and click the flail.
Yeah, we're going to use Divine Smite to expend a first level spell slot, negate extra damage.
That'd be 3d8
Yeah,
extra
bonus action.
damage.
Ooh.
And roll 3d8.
Well, that's massive overkill.
Yeah, just try to clear out this zombie horde out so we can start getting out of here.
Okay, +4 because you're also in Radiant Soul right now, so that's 28 damage. You obliterate that horde and part of a horde that is. I mean, that just goes down the hallway and obliterates part of the horde that was peeking around the corner at the time.
I feel like he just cast fear on them without having to spell. They're
Then he looks
probably
at him and
holy
like, okay,
shit.
let's go. And he moves up into the room.
Yeah.
Towards Merryoak. Gesturing.
Okay, and Nom.
I'm just going to use the dash action to try to follow them
Okay,
back to the secret room.
okay. So
So that's going to be 80 feet.
yeah, you'll pass up Arvindor. You'll get into the door before Arvindor does. It's actually that.
He's just like all confident now, just strutting back, like, this fucker's gonna do it.
Okay.
Is that? Cause that's how I'm imagining.
Yeah, you're pretty much that's the exit. This is this was an escape route for the Lord and the Lady of the keep, and because they were devoured and killed before they fell to the curse, none of the curse knows about it.
Ah,
None of the Christians knows about it.
lucky for us.
Oh, that it's an escape route for players. I put in the scenario that there's this secret passage that the ghosts don't know about.
So as we go, does it lead outside? Is that where we're going?
It leads outside. You are going to want to get out of the cursed land before you plant that acorn. You'll probably want to plant it somewhere where Sylvans already are. They can't leave as long as Merryoak is active, which you did not disperse her. You just convinced her not to bother you. They can't leave the keep.
Oh, that's good.
So we just need to travel then to someplace safe to plant her so that she can hopefully
take her to somewhere where there are druids or sylvan folk and plant it. And this would be the daughter of Merryoak. It wouldn't be Merryoak herself. Merryoak would pass on.
Okay.
She would face judgment because she did fall to evil in her last moments, but not. Yeah, she would still at least face judgment, not go forever in this curse.
Right. I mean, if there's any sense of justice in the universe, I feel like she wouldn't be damned forever.
No, it wouldn't be a damned forever type thing. It would be kind of more of a purgatory, have to do some redemption type thing.
That's what I kind of was thinking. Cool.
Yeah.
I feel as though we should all play together again, and it should be our travel to go plant Merryoak's daughter.
That would be cool. I don't know when I would have time to run a campaign with this group. Anyway, that went about 30 minutes past what I expected it to, so I hope everybody had fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to see if I can use this character in another campaign at some point in the future.
I have to say the first thing I did with the Gorgon Sorceress rules I did was a theoretical I did, was also an elf, a wood elf that had been taken in as a servant by a high elf family, and then dismissed for no particular reason that she understands. And she has 2 years worth of very fuzzy memories, and her memory is complete. She has troubles holding on to memories now. My theory is that they were using Charm Person and Modify Memory on her for the entire 2 years she was there, so that there's some slightly permanent damage. Because they wanted a surrogate mother, but they didn't want to give the surrogate mother rights in the culture that the elves would normally give.
Okay, that actually works out very well because the Silver Spires, in my sort of vague backstory, are one of the more prestigious aristocratic families in the Elven capital city.
And then so this lady, she goes off and has a sudden bout of extreme sorrow that she doesn't understand when she sees kids playing, and it triggers her Gorgon transformation.
Oh no! I think these two characters are related in both senses of the word.
You might
Did you-
be her daughter.
Yeah.
You guys made characters that related and didn't even realize you'd done that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
So your mother is wandering around having difficulty keeping track of her memories.
That is
Maybe-
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that would be great.
Maybe.
And the best part is, Eurus won't even realize that is her mother. As far as she knows, she has two elven parents, and she has no idea how this happened.
Yeah.
She's
The other
a bit
character.
too-
The other character.
She's a
would
bit
have
too
been-
busy
Yeah.
feeling upset about how unfair the whole situation is.
Yeah. The other character I made was a wood elf, and the people she was hired by were high elves.
Mm.
Does someone have a bird?
Yeah.
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Anyway, I guess it's getting decently late for everybody in the States.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 5:30 for me.
About 3:30 for me.
We
Okay.
won't
So,
talk about the
yeah.
UK person.
And I'm not sure where it is in Europe. I'm sorry.
It's 4:30 in the morning here in the UK.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. Anyway, good
He knew what he
night.
was getting into.
All right.
I
Fun with
will-
that.
I'm going to be processing this and then getting on to some of some of my transcription work, answering questions about what does this English mean.
So, are you done with fraps right now?
I'm about to end the fraps in just a moment. 1, 2, 3,